big reason why the police like have these around protests. It's not just to watch the protesters. I mean, typically they know exactly where all the protesters are. I mean, it's not that hard to track a crowd of 500 people yelling, moving at 1 mile per hour. It's to, so they circle around to intimidate, make it noisy, harder to communicate. When you can't communicate, then it's more difficult to organize. Sorry. What do you want? I'm right here. Got some sugar in my bloodstream. Emma Status. Cliff Bar. That was a rookie. No, that was a builder bar. Vegan protein bar. 280 calories. 16% of your daily sodium. I think 15% of your carbs. 20 grams of protein. Absolutely mediocre. Not my favorite. Not that great for the body or the mind necessarily, but I haven't eaten since like last night. I mean, I had 4 potatoes. I did that on purpose because I knew I'd have to be up early. So, you know, in other circumstances, police might help out with traffic, but because this is a Black Lives Matter protest, they will not. I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes. Beverly Hills Police Department, to their credit, and Pasadena Police Department, I got beefs with both of y'all, and you also helped out with traffic at the last 2 protests I was at, so good job for doing your job. I mean, like, here comes the big bus. Let the bus through! Let the bus
with his
through!
liquor is Sean Connor. I don't know his middle name. I was gonna say like Sean H. Connor, like Jesus H. Christ. I don't know if their middle names are both Hussein. But anyway,
what would the H be?
The H, I mean, like, if I had to guess, I would probably say probably something crazy like Horatio, because I know, like, your family's like big on, like, y'all are big on old head stuff.
Christ. Who's got Horatio, me or Jesus?
I mean, you can be both. Just be like, hey, Kanye wears Jesus on his sleeve as if he were him. Hey, who's to say we can't either? I'm not a Christian. You decide. All right, so today in our episode, we are going to talk about a lot of pressing issues going on with our country right now. We've got an election right around the corner. We're going to talk about black people. Should you vote for Trump? Is it blacks for Trump or Johns for Joe? What is it going to be? Also, we'll disseminate a little bit of voting information courtesy of fairfight.org. Go to Fair Fight. They got all kinds of information for you, so you can make sure your vote is counted. Also, segment 2 of this show, so this will be about 30 minutes in, we are going to talk about probably the craziest scandal, in my opinion, to hit America this year. And that's saying something because this has been a ratchet-ass year. So basically, it's got everything. It's got, like, QAnon. anti-Semitism, an OnlyFans girl, a major politician in the United States, a news reporter. There's like alcoholic cookies involved. The whole thing is crazy. I cannot wait for y'all to see this. The whole and you know what's funny? The whole thing, all these like white supremacist dudes are out here acting like black people are the only ones trifling, but this story is all white. So there you go. Anyway, so basically, we'll get into that in our second segment of our show. Third segment of the show. This will be the last 30 minutes or so. Honestly, we'll probably just do 45-minute segments, I think, Sean, just so that we can have a full 2 hours. If anyone's joining late, they can get a good chunk of show in. But for our last segment of the show, I don't know why on my screen, Allie's house party comedy show is showing up. It better not play during my show or else I'm going to have a word.
No, we're good.
Oh, we're good? Okay, cool, perfect. Yeah, I don't know why my screen is doing this. I'm going to throw this computer out the window when we're done. Basically, last segment, let me get to this. Last segment is going to be us just talking with y'all a little bit more. We'll be talking with y'all the whole time. Feel free to comment in the comment box below. We'll talk with y'all more during the last segment. It'll be lightning round. So lightning round, that's our last 45 minutes. Y'all tell us what we're going to talk about. You guys can say anything you want. Say the craziest thing you can think of. Say the sanest thing you can think of. Get us to talk about politics. Get us to talk about sports. We know about basketball, football, and all that shit black people watch. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a new follower.
We do got a new follower.
Hey.
And it's Silverbug X. So let's have a party real quick.
Silverbug
X. Silverbug X. If you're in the chat, let us know what you're drinking.
Straight up.
Let us know which segment is your favorite. Hold on real quick. Switch back to what
Yeah, let me hit that real quick.
But with Silverbug X, make sure you let us know what you're drinking in the chat. DJ Bunny, of course, let us know what you're drinking in the chat. And anybody else, come on and have a party. We're having a political party. Who you voting for? I don't know. Johnny, take it over.
Hey, that's right, man. We'll help you figure that out.
BG's is in here.
Yeah,
BG's let us know early. BG said he's on that whiskey. Okay, BG's.
We had whiskey last week. If you tuned in last week, you would have seen us drinking our Four
BG's
Freedoms
was here
whiskey.
last week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you know what it is. Following our example, doing your own thing, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Don't do all of our life decisions. They're bad. But speaking of bad decisions, today's episode not brought to you by, but no, actually kind of brought to you by, because alcohol makes people funnier. Four Freedoms London Dry Gin. This is gin, the Four Freedoms brand. It has absolutely never been to or come from London ever. This came from Ralph's, and it was $4. All right, y'all. So today we're going to talk, and like I said, our last segment is going to be lightning round, where that's right, Target's finest, baby. I'm just saying, Target has some potent liquors. Target has some fine. Like all I'm going to say is this: I've had the rich people's liquor. I've had rich people's type of wine, and I've had Target's wine. I can't tell the difference. Can you tell the difference? I in my mind, they're the same.
I hate wine, so I can't tell the difference either way.
But
I can definitely tell the difference in rich tequila and poor tequila.
I mean, look, if it tastes like dirt, nothing wrong with that. You'll be in the dirt in seconds if it's good. So there you go. Yeah. So basically, last segment is gonna be lightning round. Wine does make you too much. Wine makes people horny. Wine makes people very, very sexual for some reason.
Wine makes me sleepy.
I get that. Yeah. People, you got on like that nightcap and the robe,
Right.
like the sheet jumping over your head. Yeah, well, that's the thing too, because it's like last segment. By then we'll definitely be drunk. It's gonna be lightning round, and in the lightning round, like I said, y'all tell us what to talk about. Y'all talk some shit with us. Say whatever you want. Say anything. Do anything. It doesn't matter. You can say something crazy. Who knows? But so let's get into our first segment, Sean. So we got an election coming up. Which you all know, because every social media app has been shoving this vote or else you're a piece of shit message in your face. And honestly, I get it. It's a huge election. Everybody has been. Also, real quick, Sean, you want to talk about your memo or your Cash App we got right here? Because we're posting Cash Apps in here. If you want to support, Cash App Shawnee Mac 02. You see it right there. Help a brother out. Yeah, don't worry about we'll split the proceeds at the end. Or if Sean wants to stiff me, he might do that too. But basically, so we got an election coming up. Every app on your phone. Honestly, it's probably even like I bet you even like Ashley Madison has like you need to vote ads on their app. Like they probably got like a pop up like, hey, hold on, we know you're cheating, but don't cheat on democracy. Please vote. Every app, everything. Like I'm sure Among Us. There's probably like a task in Among Us that's like submit your ballot, and then people try to like fake it, and then they're like, oh, you didn't save America from Donald Trump. Looks like you're the imposter. There's gonna be all sorts of stuff going on.
Even on commercials for illegal aliens to get their green card, they be like, "Hey, get your green card and make sure you vote." They be like, "Hey, I can't vote. Yeah, I'm not a citizen."
No, I mean just anything and everything. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this because this might be a regional thing or maybe it's not. When I grew up, there was a commercial that came on for Everest College every every Monday, every day. This commercial came on, and it came on all day. It was for Everest College, and it was a man in a parking lot, and he just berated you for a half hour. I don't know why. He was like, "Well, you're lying on the couch all day. You're on the phone all day. You suck. Your dad hates you. You need to do what you need to do to graduate." Blah blah blah. And like, I mean, like, I'm just saying this. Like, do you remember this commercial, Sean?
Yeah, Big Jesus talking about it too. Why don't you sign up?
Right.
You're sitting there. You ain't doing shit with your life. You're jerking off. Get the fuck up and do something.
It was like, yo, I was like 8 years old, like, damn, okay, all right, I guess I am a piece of shit. I don't know. But I remember watching this ad, and honestly, I bet you nowadays, he also adds, you need to vote into the ad, too. Like, I bet you he's like,
you never voted.
Donald Trump won because of you. I don't care if you're in California, vote in Nebraska. Do it illegally. Do what you need to do to vote.
You're sniffing cocaine. You're fucking white girls. Vote.
I feel like he was like the precursor to those tweets, like the tweets that are like, dudes will watch Wolf of Wall Street, but won't wolf down the information they need to make it in finance or Wall Street.
Right.
Like all those tweets that are like. Oh, so is that like I don't know, like a men will watch 12 Angry Men, but won't fix the anger within. Like everyone has to have like some sort of like snappy retort. That guy had to have been the star. There's no way that guy nowadays isn't tweeting that stuff right now. Let me talk about this though. The election's coming up. We'll give you an overview of the two candidates, and we'll actually, because I'm going to bounce some information off Sean. Now, I've already voted. Sean has not yet voted. Have you voted yet, Sean?
I have voted.
Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. I assumed he was a bum because he was wearing a hat backwards, and I thought that he wasn't participating in society because he has his hat on backwards. So let's bounce some ideas off of each other and see if we can come to a consensus of what's going on in America. So Donald Trump, one of the main things he touts is that black unemployment hit record lows in modern history under his presidency. He brags a lot that he says African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, veterans, the unemployment for them have reached lows under President Trump. They say the White House reports poverty rates for African Americans, Hispanics have reached record lows. He says his pro-growth policies have led to an economic boom that's lifting up Americans of all backgrounds. Now, let me ask you, Sean, do you, and you answer this as truthfully as you can, do you feel like the people you know have improved their economic standing in the past 4 years?
Yeah. I mean, for myself, particularly, I feel like just within this year, is the first time that I've had the opportunity to make money with my own business and to actually take the leap of like separating myself from the corporate 9 to 5, and how they say the first business doesn't see profit for the first 3 years, and to just actually see profit with my business this year. I think that for myself personally, I have seen growth in myself in the last 4 years, and within my core friend group, I've seen them level up tremendously. So I have to say, for the people that I know, I have seen them improve within the last 4 years.
And that's interesting that you say that, because I feel like honestly, that was the case for some of the people I knew. I'll be honest, we at Protest Party, we at Politics as Usual, we go back and forth over these candidates, but it's like, I have seen some people improve their economic standing until this pandemic. And one thing that I think is kind of interesting is that you and I, we actually a lot of what we do is at this show. I mean, look at this show. This show is over Zoom, and then it's over another person's internet connection. Then it reaches everyone's living room. But it's like, we have like situations where we are able to stay afloat no matter what's going on. So if it's a pandemic, me and Sean both tested negative for COVID-19. So we're under the same roof, doing this with no mask because we just said, whatever. Hopefully, neither of us have gotten it from Ralph's or Albertsons in the past week, and we just do the show in here indoors. But it's like, one thing I think about is that a lot of people who do not have the types of jobs we do, are they going to be okay now that now that this pandemic is going on, and the pandemic has just kind of like steamrolled the whole country? One thing that's interesting to me that I find is that New Zealand, I mean, they've been watching live sports for months. A lot of these countries, they've been good to go. Like they've been out here. They don't have to masturbate. They could go have sex with no fear, like no risk. Like it's just regular boring sex, not like exciting pandemic sex like we have here in America. It's just boring. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's like, I'm sure like that makes it more fun. But it's also one thing I think about is that what's going to happen for everybody that can't do the kinds of things we can.
Definitely. I mean, I feel bad that like other people early in the year followed the rules and got the shit out the way so that they could get back to normal life.
Right.
We said fuck the rules from the beginning, and now we have to play like 1 foot in, 1 foot out for the rest of our lives. I feel like we just America just as a whole didn't have the discipline to sit down and not get everyone else infected with the chicken pox.
America, we were like the Johnny Manziel of all the countries. Like we had everything going for us, and then we just could not stop going to the nightclub. We just could not. We could like Magic City was there, and we just could not. We could like our hands were like trembling in front of the door handle, like don't do it. And then we just opened it up and threw our children's retirement money or threw our children's college funds onto all the strippers. We could not help but go to the strip club, and now look at us. I bet you that's what happened with Jamarcus Russell.
That's secretly why Trump became president the first time, because Trump's that old guy in the bar who's like, you stumble into the bar your first time, you're too drunk, you're throwing up. He's the old guy in the bar, like, look at you, kid. You don't even know what you're doing. He takes you under his wing, teaches you how to drink right, how to live the party life. America wanted to live the party life after Obama. Obama was that good dad, like, make sure you do your homework
right.
and make your bed. And then the country turned 21. And they wanted to hang out with Trump for a few years. Now the country's 25, and you know better. You know you shouldn't hang out with Trump, but we needed that experience. So now we can go with, I guess, our old senile dad and Joe Biden. I don't know what the appeal of him is.
Hey, I don't think we know what we're doing, man. We're all sick.
At least when he lies to us, we don't believe it. I don't know what the...
Yeah, honestly, like it's literally like we have like a regular boyfriend and then things ended amicably. Then we got like the crazy boyfriend who's like, we don't know how, he might be 40, he might be 80, we don't know. He lies all the time. His whole life is just a total lie. I feel like Donald Trump is like, he's like a piece of shit friend where it's like, because he's kicked us some money. He sent us some cash. He Venmo'd us every time we asked. Right, but at the same, he also crashed his car into our mom's garage, and no one can figure out who did it because his dad will like sue everyone who files an insurance claim against him every time he gets drunk and drives. Is this making sense, America? Comment in the chat. All right, now let's talk about so hey. Our toxic friend Donald has given us some money. What has our toxic friend Donald also done? He's done some bad stuff. Now, this is from a Black perspective. I don't want to intrude on anybody. Like, I'm sure there's indigenous people watching, white people watching, all sorts of people watching, women watching. We want to share Black male perspective. These are things that might be concerns for us. Trump has brushed off accusations of racism over the years. He has faced criticisms in the past for times he spent promoting conspiracy theories and other like falsehoods about Black men. He claimed that President Obama was born in Kenya. That was a thing for a very long time. I remember I actually had a science teacher who tried to tell us that, and I was like, I thought we're supposed to be dissecting frogs. Now I'm like getting a really weird look into your psyche. That was the whole thing. He prompted a wave of backlash last year He told 4 Democratic congresswomen of color to go back to their countries, told the squad to go back to their countries, despite all of them being U.S. citizens. He also referred to African nations as shithole countries the year before. It's not looking good for our crazy friend. He says he's done a tremendous amount for Black community. Quote, and honestly, I'm not feeling any love. He said. What do you think about that statement? He said he's not feeling love from us.
Yo, Trump is a well-known racist, and that's apparent. That's not a hot take of me saying that, but I feel like we gotta at least, understand what era Trump was born in.
Right.
When Trump was 14 years old, it was the 60s. And last week we said that some people in Martin Luther King's time hated Martin Luther King and didn't really agree. Well, he was 14, 15 out here trying to fuck hoes. Martin Luther King was just getting hot.
He's probably on his way to the club, and then the march on Washington was going through. He's like, well, what the fuck? And he, started it all. He was like, all right, you know what? My dad was right about Black people.
The things that he says about Black people and the state that they're in, because Black people are sick. Black people are fucked up. Like they look at each other as like as a reason to strive to be white. And it's like it's fucked up that we think that way, but it's not Donald Trump's fault. It happened way before Donald Trump was born, and it's not Martin Luther King's fault. It happened way before Martin Luther King was born. But I'm saying that Donald Trump has lived in this system and has played his role in this system for such a long time that when he says what he says, no one should be surprised. It is a terrible thing for the things that he says, but no one should be surprised because you check his pedigree, check where he comes from. His people were the people who, owned slaves and who were probably the most brutal people. And, and it's not even like, they don't even think that they're wrong. They think that this is just how life goes. And other people see life another way. And there's nothing wrong with either way. But, when it comes to hurting people and disrespecting people, that's when the lines get gray and you should really got to check yourself. But as long as you live and let them live, then there's nothing wrong with that.
That's funny. That's a point of view I don't see often enough. Y'all comment in the chat what you think of what Sean just said. I think that's super poignant. Tell us what you think. Because let me say this. I didn't really think that much about where Donald Trump comes from. The fact that he's from, this guy went to an all-white school his whole life. Like, Black people are completely alien to him. He's never seen a Black person outside of a newspaper. He's like, I can't even see what this guy, all I see are teeth and eyes. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Literally, this guy's never met a Black person. But at the same time, he's wrapped up in his own stuff. We know that Donald Trump might have gotten bullied as a kid, didn't deal with it properly. Like we said earlier on the show, if that happened to you, just become a comedian like a real man. But basically, what happened with Donald Trump, because also later on in life, he came up on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And so this is an area of New York where people it's very cliquey. It's a clique up there. It's a very much you better be born into this club or do something grand to get into this club, because if you're just some guy who has a 4th grade reading level and a rich dad, that's not good enough for them. So he went his whole whole life being like, I'm wrapped up in this I feel like I'm the victim here. I'm wrapped up in this whole thing, and I feel like for him it was like, I don't know. I feel like in his mind, all these people, because think about the 60s, now Black people are raising their voices, the civil rights movement's in full swing. So now he's like, what's all this? I thought, my whole world is just the conflicts of my life. Now I got to think about these other people that I've never met. Maybe he was offended by that. Speaking of racism nowadays, let's actually go to these protests for a second. Let's listen on these protests. Let's actually go to these protests for a second.
I think that because of the lifestyle that Donald Trump lived, Black people were still nice to him in the 60s.
I bet you they were.
Up. It was just like, oh,
they were nice to him in the 80s. They were not in the 80s, 90s. Like Snoop was hanging with them. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like when Black people are face to face with Donald Trump, they be like, "What up, Dad?" Hey. Then they get behind his back. That guy's a sleazeball.
Right? He's like,
yo, what's up, man? I'd be like, all right, well, at least he is who he is.
Let me tell my girlfriend, hey, yo, watch your purse. Do not leave your purse unattended around this man. But then, oh, yo, what's up, boy? What's going on? Donald? Then it's you better like check your pockets to make sure your wallet's still there after you. Yeah, no, that's definitely the kind of friend he was.
Ford can get this screw in America if the company is America at 25 cents a screw, and then it keeps the company in America if it's 25 cents a screw. But if you take the company over to China or India, then it's 1 cent a screw. And he's saying putting taxes in place to where if you're going to go over there and get that 1 cent screw, you got to pay a 50-cent tax to America to make sure that the company stays in America and the people that live in America that are driving these American cars are working for that 25-cent screw.
That's interesting because now what we see is that there's levels to this shit. So it's like it's one thing. So one degree of it's like isolationism. So isolationist economics. So when you hear people say that, that means they're talking about like, oh, we only want to trade within ourselves. We don't want other countries undercutting our prices. We don't want to do a ton of trade with other people when we could be doing business with ourselves. So that's one aspect of it that I think, honestly, and when you look at, Trump opposes the Trans-Pacific Partnership, that trade deal. He opposed, I believe he opposed NAFTA. We can look that up in a second. I know Bernie Sanders, who is on the opposite end of the political spectrum, also opposed the same thing. So there might be something to that. Now, but then it's like that's one thing, but his critics also bring up a lot that, he had the whole Muslim ban debacle from a few years ago. He had the problems with, the way he talks about immigrants, his administration's immigration policies, which have been not very friendly to immigrants, to say the least.
In the chat, they're putting vote Kanye. Is there any validity to this vote Kanye business?
Vote Kanye business. So here's something important. Kanye is not on all the ballots. So whatever. He's not. Yeah, he's not on all the ballots. So think about all the work Kanye put in to market my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. Well, that was like what 08. Kanye starts. Okay, this is what Kanye was. This is the reason why I think he's not serious. Let me tell you why. Kanye starts a shitstorm every time he has an album that he's trying to come out with. This whole Donald Trump stuff. This is right before his like gospel album, his like Jesus Christ album that he put out. And earlier, back in 2004, he dropped an album back in 2004. This is the same year, I believe it was around that time, same time when, or whenever Hurricane Katrina was, when he was like, oh, George Bush doesn't care about black people. There's always so something crazy.
He's been peeped that the political game is the way to go.
Right. But that's the thing is that
that's where the wealth is, man.
That's where the wealth is.
The politics game, that's where the wealth is.
That's where the guaranteed wealth is. If you want money guaranteed, that's the way to go about doing it. All right. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to a quick about 4 or 5 minute break. We'll be back right after that. Y'all stay with us. This is gonna be the craziest. I can't believe this happened, to be honest. This is gonna be we're gonna break down the craziest scandal that has broken in America this year, and that's saying something because this whole year has just been one long scandal. But this is probably the one to end them all. Y'all stay with us. We're back in 5 minutes. We'll tell you about this crazy thing that happened with this like sex scandal. There's like a bunch of other stuff going on in it. I don't want to spoil it, but you will not regret sticking with us. All right, we'll be back soon. Appreciate y'all.
Welcome to the world.
Do it, hey, do it up for the hey, do it up for the hey, do it up for the, do it up for the, do it up for the hey.
Do it up for the, do it up.
Do it up for the, 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 do it up for the. Yeah, the piece is what we preach, but we moving with a gang of bands. To each his own, you can teach. We moving live, you can hear us dancing. All the fake ones we can smell. Oh, the scent in the wishing well. All the bullshit we repel. Yeah, the peace game, do it well. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Ay, do it up for the, do it up for the, do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the vultures that's preying on me just to fail. While I'm running this hell, collecting my liquid, they hope I become Jack in jail. Hope I trip and lose crown, come tumbling down while all my words fills out of pale. No matter the damage they done to my hair, I promise to write my own tale. Like Crips on the graves, he's singing you trails, the demons and goblins at will. The story be told from souls we call old, the looks of a youngin', oh well. Oh well. I'm an attack, nigga. Full fledged with the strap, nigga. Not to kill, but to fire warning shots that'll wake us up to these tracks, nigga. Bang, bang. Oh, how this made you shook. Slave to a page in them textbooks. Gold cuffs and you thinking how that check look. Not aware of how our neck hooked to the grain of the company. Got us stuck doing they deeds. In return, get a couple leaves. This just pieces to a tree. Shallow promises, nigga, please. We building this to feed family indeed. Less fortunate than me. Come join the game for peace. We need to bring it back to the times when we had packs. Fists in the air, yeah, we black. Two fingers turn into a peace sign like that, like that, like that. Two fingers turn into a peace sign like that, like that, like that. Two fingers turn into a peace sign like that, like that, like that. Two fingers turn into a peace sign like that, like that, like that. Do it up for the culture, hey. Do it up for the culture, hey. Do it up for the culture, hey. Do it up for the culture, do it up for the culture, hey. Do it up for the culture, do it up for the culture, do it up for the culture.
Do it up for the who? Wait. Do it up for them, why? Whoa. Do it up for the culture, I got big shit on my mind. Bitch. Do it up for yourself, yeah. I'ma do me, no one else. Nah. Do it up like you do it up, ain't a bitch around gon' help. Sheesh. Do it up cause it's do or die, who gon' die? You or I. Do it up or it's suicide. Do it up and I'ma do it live. Whip it, tell me who gon' ride. Lip licking, I'ma do it right. Liquor got me on the vibe. Do it up for the culture ride, so do it up, do it up, do it up. Whoa, let's do it up, I'ma do it up, do it up. Oh God, we got real opinions. This shit makes a difference. This shit gets real ignorant, but this shit strictly business. Like whoa, do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the do it up for the do it up for the culture. Do it up for the culture. Do it up for the do it up for the do it up for the
yeah. Do it up for the culture, eh. Yeah, them niggas all vultures, eh. Can't copy our swag, can't put on a poster card. We pull that off away. In them bands we toss and make. Peace gang be moving, eh. Your girl be choosing, me. She be thinking I'm groovy, eh. But don't go to the streets, be calling me bad. That type of accident leave you to dead. Just grab it running, straight to the feds. Slave to the streets, not nigga no way. Oh no, no, still a target to the popo. Like a nigga at polo. In the trap, never dolo. PG, do it solo. Never lie, that's a bro code. Do it up for the, do it up for the, do it up for your niggas. Do it up for your team. Pink house, we with it. Peace gang, we the dream. Hey, nigga, dream team with it. Hey, them niggas, they send it. Hey, if be us in the house, it's that pink house with it.
Like, that's too cowardly to protest yourself, and you're just sitting at home watching a stream of people that have the guts to stand up for what they believe in and exercise their voices in a peaceful manner. And instead you're threatening violence. Yeah, you're a big tough person. Keep it up. And you're out of here. Adios. For suggesting violence in an unpatriotic fashion. It's not patriotic to suggest violence when people are protesting. What's up? Want to say anything? Hey, hey! What's that?
What are they saying?
They were saying like...
What's the conversation?
Oh, the conversation was that like, someone was like, oh, BLM and Antifa, real patriots.
All right, what's up, y'all? We are back. Appreciate y'all sticking around for our intermission. So today, we're gonna talk about, like I said, the crazy
behind the curtain.
Yeah, there you go. The veil has been lifted. So basically, this has got to be. As soon as I read this story, I was like, we've got to talk about this. This has got to be one of the craziest scandals I have ever seen in American history. Sean, real quick, tell me what you know about Alaska. Sean?
Okay, sorry. Only thing I know about Alaska, I know two things. It's not connected. It's not one of the clump states, the big mass.
Lower 48, right?
Yeah. It's not part of that. And I have a conspiracy theory about Alaska.
Tell me your conspiracy theory about this crazy place.
All right,
Alaska.
So you're gonna think I'm crazy for this, but the scariest movie I have ever seen in my life is called The Fourth Kind, and it is about aliens or extraterrestrials coming and abducting people who have knowledge of say the intergalactic and how they come to them. They always say the same thing, that they had this depiction of an owl, but that it always happened in a space like Alaska, because Alaska was like no one really knows about this place. It's like a isolated. It's its own.
So they
kind of
do all
thing.
this crazy stuff out in the
Yeah,
woods.
yeah. Exactly. Like
Makes sense.
if any government experiments were going on, Area 51 and then Alaska. I think Alaska's a good
Right,
spot.
a
to be
good
like,
runner-up,
okay,
yeah.
an alien might land in Alaska.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hey, it might be like, you know, a hostile alien. It might be like, you know, an alien like Roger from American Dad, or it might be like the alien from Annihilation. You never know. You never know what you might get. You better pray as Roger, because the alien from Annihilation was crazy. All right, y'all. So without
Hey,
further,
I'm sorry.
real quick,
Dice Tube just followed us.
Dice
Can I say what he
Tube.
said? Because he said a crazy shit. Any
Oh.
black success under Trump is just residual of the greater success
Damn.
whites have experienced.
I agree.
That was heavy. All right, go back.
I
go
agree.
Back, go back.
Do you agree, Sean?
No, I had to highlight that.
Damn, that's a real.
I ride with that.
That's real. That's real. No, I fuck with it, and that's honestly that's the truth, because I feel like it's like everything he brags about is also something that benefited. You know, he gives a bunch of companies money, and then
Black people are coming up, man. I just got paid for a cartoon.
right. Hey,
Black
right.
people are coming up.
There we go. Sean
We are entrepreneuring it out here.
Sean got his cartoon. We'll drink to that. Sean.
Oh, wiggity wiggity.
Mm-hmm. All right, I am completely. We're about to show you this video. So context for this video that we're about to show. I'm about to have the network pull it up. QAnon straight up coming through. All right, y'all, we got QAnon. Gotta drink again. QAnon coming
QAnon?
through.
Okay.
The official QAnon. Q himself is in the chat.
Alaska equals full of bears. All right, full of bears and weird shit. But go ahead.
Right. Oh,
what else is going on in Alaska?
let's get into that. So basically, Sundog537, we appreciate you following. Thank you so much, Sundog.
Oh, damn, son.
There we
dog.
go, Sundog.
Sundog. What you sipping on, Sundog? Where you from? Let us know. All right.
Hey, Sundog, that's like the best kind of dog. When a dog is just laying there in the sun, because look, the best is because you know he's getting good sleep.
That's better than a broke dick.
Right. Every dog laying in the sun, like low key looks kind of dead, but isn't. Like that's how you know they're getting good sleep. Every time someone looks dead, they're getting great sleep. Like especially old, that's why old people, they scare you all the time, because it's like they're fine. They just look.
Like, is he? Check if he's breathing.
You like nudge him a little. And the smell is so. Hey, you're right. Yeah, kick him in the foot a little bit. All right, straight up. So let's talk about this real quick. QAnon, you're in for a treat. This is the craziest story I've ever seen this year. Basically, what you're about to hear is audio of a major news. So this is a news anchor at the local news affiliate in Anchorage, Alaska, and DJ Bunny Mitch McConnell gets a ton of sleep. He does look kind of dead. He looks like a dying. He looks like one of those turtles that's like really old at the zoo. They're like, oh, you know, Harold turned 150 this week and he still hasn't fucked. Like that's what Mitch McConnell looks like. All right, so I'm getting distracted. So, okay, without further ado, we'll show you this video. This video that I'm about to show you, we're about to have Protest Party TV pull it up. This is a news anchor, one of the main news anchors at the Anchorage, Alaska local news affiliate, and she's gonna. This is a voicemail that she left the mayor of Anchorage, Alaska. Y'all listen in real quick. All right, we about to pull up this video for y'all. This lady is about to go insane.
I just learned through my.
She is like, here we go.
Like little girls and children, and there's a website. I'm so fucking exposing you. I'm gonna get an Emmy. So you either turn yourself in, kill yourself, or do what you need to do. I will personally kill you and Mara Kimmel, my goddamn self, you Jewish piece of living fucking shit. You have met your match, motherfucker. You have met your motherfucking match. I can't believe I am such a good person and thought I loved you. I fucking hate, I don't even hate you. I will pray for your Zionist fucking ass, you piece of shit loser. And I'm putting this on the news tonight. Bye. Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
fuck you. I'm gonna air out all that dirty laundry you said. You see, I don't know what this mayor said about her, but I'm sure he's not. He's just like, hey, can't we keep this between us? Can't we keep this professional? But no, she's like, nah, fuck that. I'm putting this on the news tonight, motherfucker.
Oh man! Oh wait! Hold on! Wait! There's no. QAnon said the lady has a sexy voice, which I think Q was just saying because the lady was on his side. All right, yo, real quick, let's play that video one more time. Let's hear that video one more time. There was no volume at the start. Let's start it one more time, just so everyone can hear this video. If we got people tuning in late.
I just learned from my Emmy Award-winning journalism, you're also a pedophile and like little girls and children. And there's a website. I'm so fucking exposing you. I'm gonna get an Emmy. So you either turn yourself in, kill yourself, or do what you need to do. I will personally kill you and Mara Kimmel, my goddamn self, you Jewish piece of living fucking shit. You have met your match, motherfucker. You have met your motherfucking match. I can't believe I am such a good person and thought I loved you. I don't even hate you. I will pray for your Zionist fucking ass, you piece of shit loser. And I'm putting this on the news tonight. Bye! Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
Hey, it was nice for her to wish him have a nice day. You know, she could have. I'm sure a lot of people have had it worse. This is one thing I want to bring up too. Okay, because we got a little bit
of love with the hate.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because that's probably how their relationship was.
All of two was just like wow.
Just wow. Honestly, same. So let's talk about this. Notice how Maria Athens. So Maria is this reporter we just saw, the one with the color contacts or whatever, or the cocaine, whatever's making her eyes do that. Maria, she's a reporter. She's a lady talking in this video. Notice how she uses her news reporter voice the whole way through the voicemail. This woman is terrifying. Can you imagine being alone in bed at 2 a.m. and you hear, coming to you live from your house, I'm Freddy Krueger, and alongside me is Chucky. Like,
could you imagine fucking her? Oh, give me that dick. Come on, give me that dick.
And as soon as he said, oh, I don't want to deal with that, now she's out. As soon as he was like, I don't know about the...
That's what I don't like, John. That's what I don't like. She didn't tell... she aired out his shit. She was like, you're a pedophile.
Right.
You're a bitch. You're a little dick wiener. But she didn't talk about none of the shit
he
wrong
was
with
from
her.
Weenie Hut Jr.
But she didn't talk about none of the shit wrong with her. She didn't say one thing. It was like, she was like, I can't believe I loved you. So something about him that she liked. She didn't say nothing. She was like, and we connected here, but you did me wrong. No, she only said the bad shit. That's what I hate. You only say the bad shit when you mad at a motherfucker. You don't put into account, oh, well, this guy, he might have did this, and he's maybe flawed here, but he might have did it. No. It's fuck that motherfucker because I'm mad. I don't know why people are like that.
It's not even just that. I don't know what's going on with her. She bookends this rant with, I am such a good person. She doesn't even do that. She like goes further.
She's letting them know, like, normally I
could be way worse.
For your ass, I'm gonna do this.
You think this is crazy? This is me being kind and conscientious.
No, that's her saying that the crazy is coming and look out for it.
Well, okay, let's talk about that. Hold on, wait. Let's talk about that, Sean. So Sean said she might be saying the crazy is coming. Let's get into that. So this story broke on AlaskaLandmine.com October 15th. These events began on like the Friday around then. And so basically Friday at 12:09 p.m. So she's a Fox ABC reporter. She's not like one of those people that has a YouTube channel and calls themselves a reporter. She's not a Twitter reporter.
Thank you, DJ Bunny, for showing love.
DJ Bunny.
They just said they're streaming out to their
there we go, hosting our show. We appreciate
DJ Bunny said ain't nothing wrong with her. He was a weenie.
Weenie Hut Jr.
DJ Bunny, and they loved it.
Hey, they love it. All right, let's get into this real quick. So she's a Fox ABC reporter. Maria Athens posted a video on her official Facebook page claiming Anchorage Mayor Ethan Berkowitz, so this is the guy, she claimed that he had his genitalia posted on an underage girl's website, claiming he was sending pics like that to underage girls posted on that website. She did not explain which site it was, didn't supply evidence. she just posted it on her Facebook page. So she posted this on Maine, and this I just cannot believe how this story unfolds. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Wait. Is that her pedophile evidence? I'm just asking.
So
that's her pedophile evidence?
Hold on now.
A dick pic on a little girl's website?
She claims that she knows that it happened. She hasn't posted a dick pic. She posted a picture of her
of the text thread.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm about to I might actually post this. Okay, let me post this on the chat. QAnon, get into it.
He said I too was a fool for loving Mary.
Yo, Ethan must be slanging.
Exactly.
Ethan is slanging. Ethan is throwing that dick around.
Yo, he's killing the whole Anchorage. He's just like, hey, set up your anchors here, baby. The mayor's there's a new sheriff in town.
Yo, Alaska's got bears. It might have twinks. You might be a woman. You might. Yeah, Ethan is getting around. Ethan's getting around. All right.
No, that's funny. The mayor in Canada was doing crack.
That's right.
The mayor in Alaska is giving out dope dick.
Honestly, I would have expected this from mayors like in the South. I thought like mayor, you would think this would be here. It's the opposite end. It's not like the mayor of like Tuscaloosa isn't doing this. This is a guy in a place
that below the Macy Dixon line problem.
Right? Exactly. Like this is funny because I feel like this is what people who are from those areas claim just happens in the South. Now the veil is lifted. Y'all Yankees, y'all Canucks. Y'all Alaskans
are all over the country.
That's right.
There's a hood in every state.
Right.
There's a hood in every state.
Toronto's got a hood, and the mayor's over there dealing dope, cooking dope, smoking dope.
You know why? And this is just me being radical. No matter where you go, niggas love hood bitches. You know how fun hood bitches are?
Hey, this news reporter is one.
All right.
Isn't this news reporter one? Isn't she one? She is one. And
you think she's a hood bitch?
Well, she talks like one because I've never been broken up. There's only one kind of girl I broke up with, and they did this like scorched earth policy. Okay, let's get into this real quick. So
Trump Queen said nobody's giving dick in Alaska.
Well,
come on, Trump Queen.
Ethan Berkowitz is.
Somebody's got to be.
So we're at the tip of the iceberg. This is not okay. Let me let you know this, Sean. This is not even. This is like
no. You was about to get into something. I want to get into that. So how have you been broken up?
So basically, I have never. Okay, nothing like this.
I'm not talking about a good breakup. Have you had a bad breakup?
I've had one where she left me for a. This is in high school. She left me for a dude, and then like walked across the room and like stood with it, like walked across the room and like gave him a hug, and that's how I got broken up with. Like I got like it was like a live breakup. Like you know how sometimes you
wait. So it was no words?
So no, it wasn't like no, but it was like she had text me like that night. But I mean like you know when it's like the writing's on the wall, you're like oh they pull away from you all that. And then it's like, it was like usually you have to go to Facebook to see what the other person looks like. It was somebody who was like in band with me. She walks across the room and is with him. But let's talk about, so like I said, this is like, we've covered up this story, the Anchorage mayor slanging with the news reporter lady. This is like 15% of this story. So she posted this on the accusation on Facebook, her official Facebook page. Thousands of people are sharing it. People looking at the Facebook post, most of the people are doing the laugh react. You know, you can react with the different faces on Facebook. Everyone's doing the laugh one. So everyone's laughing at the size of his dick. 3 p.m. this day, so noon she posted, 3 p.m. he replies, or Berkowitz releases statements calling the accusations slanderous, categorically false. Statement also said the allegations appeared to be the product of someone who is hostile and unwell. I say whether or not they're true, I think he's kind of right. This is also kind of funny because I feel like we've both been in his shoes. I feel like this guy is definitely doing what guys do in this situation. Like he said, oh, these accusations are the product of someone who's hostile and unwell. Like everybody tells their girl, nah, you tripping.
Yeah. Yo, you acting crazy.
I don't even like the way you coming at me right now. I don't fuck with it. I don't like it. I'm out.
Thank you, Trump Queen. Trump Queen is streaming to their viewers right now.
There we go. Appreciate it.
Trump Queen said LOL at 15%. What's she talking about?
So what I'm saying is, I said, well, we covered that video. That's 15% of this story.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not even. This is not the tip of the iceberg with this. Okay, we're not there.
So you agree with me then? You agree with me then that there are other sides and other factors that weigh into this equation. If he's a pedophile, she's a something.
Hey.
He
Well-
may be no, wait, because you said that everybody's laughing at the size of his
Everyone's
penis.
because
What if
everyone's
he's into
laughing
that?
at the idea.
What if he's into that?
Oh,
What if he loves
He has a
small
humiliation
penis
kink.
humiliation,
Hey.
and everyone laughing at him? He's just like, yes, oh, they all know. He's just loving it every day. Is he winning or are we winning?
we have Protest Party TV. Do not kink shame. The mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, has a humiliation kink.
But you already know most
loves
politicians
it.
and powerful men are the ones who be in the BDSM scene.
Oh, for
the
sure.
Domination
For
scene,
sure. All that
the
eyes wide
humiliation
shut.
Scene.
Yeah, that definitely
because
happens.
they have so much power and influence, they be like, yeah, I just need a woman that's gonna treat me like shit.
Because get a load of this. Ethan Berkowitz, he's married. This Maria Athens, she's on the side. So it's like there is truth to that.
One of my layup bitches used to deal with a nigga like that. He was a politician and she used to pee
Really?
on him.
Oh,
She
was
used
his
to
name
pee on
was it
him,
Eric
and she used to
Garcia?
pay the rent.
Which politician?
Oh, I don't want to get into that. It's a New Jersey politician.
Oh, okay.
I don't want
okay.
to put her out there. and put
okay,
him
it
out
was
there.
Governor Christie. Again, we don't mean to
Governor
kink
Christie
shame.
likes niggas, not
Yeah.
men. I mean, not women. He likes men. Governor Christie
He's
is
a bear.
Governor Christie.
You think he's a bear? Again, nothing wrong with this. Governor Christie can. Hey, he loves to burn bridges, but
The
maybe,
only thing
maybe
happier,
not every
The
relationship
only thing
is.
happier than a pig and slop is Governor Christie in Boys Town, because this nigga is.
I mean,
He is a windshield
honestly-
wiper, okay? He's a windshield wiper. When he
What does
comes
that
in,
mean?
When he comes in, he be like,
Are we getting
"Hey!"
homophobic? Is this post in the chat? Is this
That's
homophobic?
homophobic.
Post in the chat. Is it
I don't hate
homophobic?
gay people. No, because I want this to be clear. Because if this is homophobic, I will learn and try to be better. But I want this to be
All
clear.
right. Well, I'm just
I
saying
don't
it
think
might
that-
be.
I don't think
I
that-
don't know.
I don't think that being gay is wrong. I think that hiding that you're gay is very wrong.
Interesting. Okay,
I think
what's
that
your
you
rationale?
should live your truth. I think that if you are gay, but you are living a straight lifestyle and convincing a woman and convincing your family and convincing the people that you deal with on a daily basis that you are this way, and it comes out that you are another way, just not being honest with your immediate circle, there's a thing called guilty by association, or that the people around you are your influence. So you should be honest with them and let people know what you are. If you are proud of that lifestyle, be proud. And I think that gay people get mad and be like, he on the down low. That's the only time I've ever heard gay people use the F word. And I'm not talking about fuck. Gay people use the F word when a person is hiding it. When you're proud of it, they'll give you that respect. But if you're not like, he's just one of them.
I see. This is where my opinion differs from you. I love the fact that a bunch of dudes. I'm obviously being in the closet. It's stressful, especially when there's like outside pressure. I'm sure it's difficult. It's a struggle I don't know about. Let me say this though. I think low key, I feel like things are more fun when it's a guessing game. Because one thing that's been going on around Twitter, people guessing, is Lindsey Graham gay? The obvious answer is yes, but the fact the somersaults Lindsey Graham does to hide it are hilarious. It's so funny because notice how
Educate me. I'm done. Who's Lindsey Graham?
Lindsey
Give me a
Graham,
quick synopsis.
Sure
10
thing.
seconds.
Lindsey Graham is a congressman from South Carolina. He ran for president last election cycle. He opposed. He kept railing it. He's telling everyone Donald Trump is the worst. Vote for me.
He's on the Democrat side.
He's on the Republican side.
He's on the Republican side.
So he was running against Donald Trump. Then he said that don't vote for Donald Trump, but then Donald Trump got the nomination. Then he switched up and was like, hey, everybody vote for Donald Trump.
So why do you think he's gay?
So have you seen him like some people where it's like, okay, and this is gonna sound fucked up.
Just his tendencies, just his mannerisms.
This is gonna sound fucked up, but yes, that's like precisely people. And also,
He's got a little sugar. He's got a little sugar in his tank.
That's one thing. The other thing is, and there's a rumor, numerous prostitutes around. Prostitutes. I don't know if that's sex workers. I think is a better word for it. Numerous gay sex workers and transgender sex workers in South Carolina.
Hoochie hustlers.
Hoochie hustlers.
Right,
Hoochie hustlers is a great term. Honestly, if you think Hoochie hustlers is problematic, that's a you problem, and you need to keep that to yourself.
Wait.
It's a great name for it.
CDK made a great point. Except for if you live in a country where you'll be murdered if you're gay, you have to assimilate and marry
it's a
a
problem.
woman. And you know what? That is 100% true. And that
So what do you
plight,
think about that?
And I want to respond to that. That plight is 100% real, and that's why it's very important for for gay people to protect themselves, to take the necessary precautions, to have allies in the straight community that will also walk you to your car and will also make sure that you're safe, and just if you feel like you're in danger, just follow those instincts, and to not put yourself in that danger if you know that it's even a possibility. Even if you feel like you're missing out, or you're being a nuisance to your regular group friends, like, make sure that you feel safe. And to follow that up, I also want to say that, America is progressing. It is now the term homophobic is right there with racist. If you are homophobic or transphobic, you are considered the same thing as racist. And nobody wants to be considered either of these things. So even if people think these things in the privacy of their home, they are starting to behave in a mannerism where this is not okay. If you remember, and I'm mixing apples with oranges, but at a time, if you were a black man and the sun went down, you would die. A sundown town. So you could have been a working citizen, you could have been high class. If you were in a town and the sun went down, you were liable to be lynched, and it was for the law. No one would protect you. There were no cell phones.
And that's the interesting thing, right?
Just to finish this up, I think that we have progressed to a point where that's no longer the case, or we're starting to fight back to it. And I think that the gays also have that same plight of where they did start here, but through attention to the subject, and now through awareness, we have progressed forward to where it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay to not hide it.
Keep in mind, this is exclusive to America. There's tons of countries around the world where that reality you just talked about for black people, and this is why it's good that we're treating homophobes the way we treat racists, because in many countries around the world, that is a reality for gay people. People in places like Central America, Russia,
you
Africa.
Think sundown towns? She said sundown towns are still a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
sundown towns are still a thing, because I know you're from Georgia.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and so I've been to one. I've been to up in Forsyth County, Georgia, which was and it's probably still a sundown town. But
you said most of Michigan is still sundown.
Exactly. Yeah, North Georgia, very much so.
Okay,
up
but
until
right
now.
But
see, hold on. I'm not done. Wait a minute now. This is the important point: is that we're just talking about America. In America, you can be gay on TV. You can be gay walking down the street. You can be transgender. You can be a man wearing a dress walking down the street. No, it's not likely you're gonna. It does happen, but it's not likely that you'll get beat up, harassed, killed. Keep in mind, this is America. Not every country is where we're at. Many countries in Central America, South America, countries like Russia. Russia still puts people in jail for being gay. It's still illegal
Saudi
to be gay.
Arabia,
oh my goodness, yeah, Saudi Arabia for sure. Middle Eastern countries, a lot of countries in Africa, right? Yeah, so I'm saying, right. Yeah, that's the thing. So we want to make sure everyone knows. It's like, it's like many countries, and think about and it's that way for a lot of different types of people. All over the way. It's not just black people. It's not just gay people. It's like oppression all around the world. This is what we want to get at, so we can progress past this. With that said, let's get back into this ratchet bullshit going on in Alaska. So not to dismiss the struggles of the gay community. We just want to make sure we cover that. And
I don't even know how we got to that tangent.
So yeah, me neither.
Oh no, we were talking about the South Carolina.
Right, for sure. Yes. So we're talking about Lindsey Graham, who again, nothing wrong with Lindsey Graham being gay. We know he is. And so what I was about to bring up too was that Lindsey, so many people who are sex workers in South Carolina, transgender sex workers, gay sex workers, claim that Lindsey Graham is a common customer around those parts. That he goes by. They'll tell. He goes by.
You think it's a secret? They be like, guess who was over here, honey?
He goes by Lady G. Is what they claim. His name is Lady G. Lady G goes. Lindsey Graham, Lady G. That's his code name. And so again, the problem
he's
is
a bottom.
So he's for sure he's a bottom. There's no way this guy's not a bear. But I mean, look how Donald Trump did him. Donald Trump, look at the relationship between him and Donald Trump. That's bear and twink right there. That's not. He's definitely a bottom. So let's get back again. Let's get back to Alaska real quick. We'll get out of South Carolina for a second because we want to show y'all the rest of the story, and we hope people aren't clicking out of the window because we started getting off on this tangent. Real quick, okay. So this news reporter lady was getting dick on the side by Ethan Berkowitz, the mayor of Alaska. Berkowitz, this is not good for him. He's married. He's not supposed to be doing this. This is bad. I want to make that clear. I'm not trying to paint this lady like she's a floozy. No, like this guy's married. He does not need to be doing this, but he is, and he broke things off, and she is not liking it. So basically, she posts this video making all these claims and sent that voicemail to him. Berkowitz released a statement. The mayor of Anchorage released this statement saying the allegations are slanderous, categorically false, the product of someone who's hostile and unwell. Me and Sean talked about it. Many a time a man has been outed as a cheater and immediately is like, yo, she's crazy. So we've heard this before. But then boom! Yeah, looks like it was not crazy. She posts this picture and it's up. Y'all can't see it right here. But basically, actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna post this in the chat so y'all can see for yourself if you're on the computer. Here it is. So yeah, read along with us in this article. Basically, Ethan Berkowitz she has this photo of Ethan Berkowitz. Okay, some people are saying they can't hear us. Let's see. Y'all comment in the chat if you can hear us. If you can't hear us. My mom just texted me saying,
No, yeah, the audio's good.
Okay, good, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, hopefully none of the funny stuff got cut off. But basically, yeah. So Marie Athens, this news reporter, posts like this picture that he took of his back, which is really weird. It's hard to describe. It's as if he got the phone and took the picture like this. Athens posts a more revealing version of the same photo.
Oh my!
Yeah, so she posts again. A news reporter for a local news affiliate posts an ass pic of the mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, saying, "Oh, you want some damage control? Hopefully, the first lady of Anchorage can confirm that this is her husband's hairy ass and her husband's bathroom tiles." Sean, do you think that this mayor's past a point of no return? What do you think is going on with this guy?
I don't think. I think that, and this is what I'm saying about America progressing. Like, if we're expected to accept the trans community and the gay community, and I'm not trying to equate communities, but also the sex worker community, because they are a shunned community and people feel like they can talk down on sex workers.
Very true.
Everybody's watching porn, everybody's likes to play in this world. So I just think that everyone needs to understand their role. But if a person like this has a kink to where he likes to get he likes to get penetrated, he likes to get stabbed.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If the mayor of any city, Eric Garcetti, might like it, you never know.
He likes to have his Twizzler blown out. He likes to have that shit. A hysterectomy. Is that what that is? What's a hysterectomy? He wants a colonic? I don't know what it is. He wants an inspection.
He wants the ham hocks and the chitlins. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Exactly. So if he likes that, I don't feel like that this news anchor should be ashamed of herself for embarrassing him.
That's a good point.
If we're respecting his right to, if how they said in the chat that, hey, he has to be a politician, he has to get a first lady so that he can protect his image, so that he doesn't get killed, then he is doing that, but he still has the right to do what he likes. And if he has an honest agreement with these people who are tagging him from the rear end, then they shouldn't expose him like this, because it was probably one of them where my politician John, my politician Trick, stopped paying. He stopped paying when he would come through, or he stopped coming through and I needed that money. So I went to his anchor sis and was like, "Yeah, I know you fucking him because you be calling him and texting him when he over here.
Yo, real
and
quick,
I know
real
you
quick.
fucking him. So here's this information."
QAnon said, "Who doesn't have an ass pic of Anchorage Mayor Ethan Berkowitz?" Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, like, you need to get on this wave right here. I just posted it in the chat right here. So at this point, you don't even have an excuse if you don't have an ass pic of Anchorage Mayor Ethan Berkowitz. Hit it right there in the chat. Just post it in the chat right now. We got ass pics for days. Ethan Berkowitz, you know what it is. Yeah, it's crazy. So we went in and refreshed the Twitch. If you don't have it, where's your ass pic? Yo, ass pic check right now. Trump Queen, comment right now if you got your ass pic. QAnon, comment right now if you got, she already said she has it. Q could be male or female, we don't know. But Q, post if you got your ass pic. CDK ATL, post if you got your ass pic. ATL, a lot of ass pics going around the city with people sending around a lot of that sort of stuff.
I don't have an ass pic of this guy, nor would I want one. But I feel like this guy didn't send it out to the internet.
She did.
Yeah, he sent it out. He was like, "Hey, you want to fuck this butt?" And she was like, "Oh, I'll fuck you, all right."
I'm totally. One thing I want to point out too is out of the blue, this Maria, the news reporter, she's accusing him of sending these illicit photos to these underage girls.
Is Maria his wife?
Maria's the news reporter.
And she was like, "I can't believe I loved you."
Yeah.
Does he have a wife?
He does. It's a
so
different woman.
She loves him.
Right.
She's not mad at him because he's got a wife. She's mad at him
because he broke up with her as a girlfriend.
Okay. No, this is a different guy who's getting fucked in the butt.
So Ethan Berkowitz is the only guy.
Who's the guy sending the butt pics?
So no, it's not a guy. So I'm gonna say it again too, just so y'all know. Wait a minute. So let me say this. Let me set the record straight real quick. Maria Athens is this news reporter on the look. So think about the news reporter from your local affiliate.
I remember the lady. I know who you're talking about.
Right. So she's the lady who sent that voicemail we heard a minute ago. She is the person who's posting all these pictures on Maine. So think about the local news reporters in your hometown. So I'm from Atlanta.
Is that?
That's the mayor, Ethan Berkowitz.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Ethan Berkowitz. Yeah. So think about. So I'm from Atlanta. Imagine Jovita Moore posting this on Maine, posting the mayor's nudes on her main Facebook page.
That's a whack ass nude. I've never seen the overback butt
so
shot.
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out why somebody's doing the aerial image. This is like a nude taken via drone. This is a fucking drone shot of a nude. Let's talk about
what was he thinking?
Clearly he wasn't, folks.
Yeah, you want to see the top of my crack? Like, what the fuck? What is the sex appeal to that, nigga? What is the caption to that? What message are you sending?
Yo, I give top for the top down view. Like he's dead as
no,
like
BG
not
said
Joe
BG said this is classic. The back dirt shot is classic.
Yo, he's trying to mix it up. He's like, yo, everybody like doing the one where they lay down taking the ass pic. Yeah, everyone's doing the squatting from behind in the mirror ass pic. No one's doing in the bathroom mirror sitting on the bathroom sink. No one's doing the overhead panoramic view except him. He's an innovator.
You know what I really think he wanted to show off? He had a nice shape up. He's like, hey, let's see this lineup back here. I'm Jewish, but look at this lineup. Wait, is he Jewish?
He's Jewish.
I'm Jewish, but look at this lineup back here. It's sharp, right?
Yo,
this shit is nice.
Hey, maybe he got a wax. He got a fresh wax. He's like, yo, this shit was painful as fuck. It was $50. I'm getting my fucking money's worth. He was like, yo, let me show off my wax. Honestly, I don't think they did a good job. Let me go back to this photo. They didn't do it. I know, maybe they did. Maybe his back.
BG's loves panoramic news.
Right. He got the full screen. He got the 1080p, 4K. Yo, no, not everybody's doing this, but this news reporter, maybe that's what this whole conflict's about. Maybe she's like, damn, we don't even have a 4K broadcast. He's got 4K nudes. His nude looks better than I do on air. I'm gonna fuck him up. Maybe that's what this is about. I've never seen anybody. This is so weird. I don't know if I'm more weirded out.
He didn't look like he worked out. It wasn't even a good back. It was just like
he's got like moles. Yeah.
Her back had more muscle than his.
I'm more weirded out that there's an ass pic taken from this angle than by the fact that it was taken by a mayor of a major city. Like, I'm more weirded out that I don't care that this was a politician. I'm trying to find out what he was thinking here, getting this ass pic taken by like a GoPro mounted on the ceiling or however he did this.
Anybody who takes a pic like that shouldn't be in charge of legislation.
All right, so like I said, we are like 40% of the way through. This isn't even everything. The craziest thing to me is that this is not even
Fuck
okay.
it, let's get
So let's continue. So this story has exploded across social media. I think for obvious reasons. The local news in Alaska is not covering it, but everyone else is. A lot of people so a lot of people on both sides. A lot of people denounce Berkowitz. A lot of people rush to his defense. So because it is an ambiguous photo of his back. Sean, what do you think at this point? Do you think maybe he's up to something, or do you think this is just a lover scorned, and now she's like, I'm gonna post your nudes on Maine? What do you think this is?
Up to something. Yeah, I mean, if he's got a wife, he's obviously hitting her. When I mean not physically abusing her, I'm saying that he's like, they have been intimate. This mayor has went to this newscaster. Maybe they saw at each other at the governor's ball or something. I don't know. But they were both dressed up.
Wide shut party.
They were both dressed up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm the mayor," and she was like, "I work on the news." And they were like, "Oh, well, we both love fucking Captain Crunch," and then they fucking ate a bowl of Captain Crunch, and they fucked each other. And then he asked her one day. He was like, "Hey, I really like you. I'm into this thing called pegging. Can you can you help
oblige?"
Me out? And then she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, you like these cheeks?" And that's how the picture came to me. And then she probably did it. And she's like, "You know what? I love you, and I'll do whatever it is for us to be happy. Are you gonna leave your wife?" "Yeah, I'm gonna leave my wife, but just do it, huh?" He don't want to tell his wife that he's into this shit.
Right. He needs to keep that under wraps. He just needs to make sure that this does not become a huge story. This whole time he's like, okay, her whole job. See, this is the other problem too. You out here you can be a fuck guys. They act like fuck boys all the time. If you act like a fuck boy with someone whose job it is to tell everyone what's going on.
He was a fuck boy.
Well, okay, hold on.
I feel like he was honest.
I'm only.
She was just
wait
like,
a minute
no,
now.
You don't
Wait a minute now. I'm only no, because I hear what you're saying. I'm only saying it because he is cheating on his wife, and this is bad.
That is some fuck boy shit.
Yeah, right. Because I'm gonna say this too. Maybe he was totally upfront with her.
His wife was like, "Oh no, get that newscaster.
Get the inside scoop. There you go, baby.
Exactly.
Get
Go
the
get the 411. I don't give a
fuck. Let me say this too. So basically, they haven't decided really, and it probably happens all the time in politics. For sure, it does. Okay, let me say this. So yeah, a lot of people on both sides. There's this news they got posted. People are saying, "Oh, he's the victim." She's putting him on blast because she's mad that he's not down for the pegging like they agreed, or maybe
allegedly.
Some people are saying, "Oh, maybe she's telling the truth. He is a pedophile and a terrible person." Now this gets weirder. Later that afternoon, this is the same day these news got posted.
That's an allegation I ain't going to defend.
Yeah. Later,
if he's fucking with little girls, fuck that motherfucker.
Right, exactly. So hold on, now let's continue. So this is a separate thing that happened in the story. Later that afternoon, Maria Athens, the news reporter lady, got arrested for criminal misdemeanor assault. Maria Athens reportedly attacked Scott Centers, the GM for Coastal Television Broadcasting, the parent company of the Fox ABC affiliate.
When you say she attacked him, like
she
ran up on him like
she fist fought. She started punching.
Fist, hands, weapon. What did she do?
Let's get it. So she all we know now is that the police say she attacked the guy who runs her news station. So she's fist fighting her boss now at this point in time. This is the same day. The same day she goes
square up.
No, you're fired. Blah, 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 blah. Bitch. Yo, straight up, like I wish I was joking. This is what happened. Keep in mind, everything.
Tag gave him a wedgie,
like spanking him and shit over her knee. This is what I did to Ethan Berkowitz. Let me say this. This is all the same day. This is not like a week. This is all one day. This is October 15th, 2020. This is all one day. We're not even done with this day. This is all one day. So Maria, the news reporter lady who posted the mayor's nudes and accused him of being a pedophile. Again, at this point, we don't. Is it true? Is it not? She
So far, I'm riding with Maria, but I need more details.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
So we're about to find out.
And the next story is
So next story is she attacks the guy that runs her news station.
Maria.
So Maria.
Oh, the same lady?
The same lady. So
What
Maria.
kind of day was she having?
She had a bad day, or maybe
she
a good
aired
day.
out this nigga. Yo, you know what?
Maybe it's a good day.
That's what happens when you be spreading your pussy too thin. When ain't none of them niggas got your back, you gotta go on too many ballistic trails. I think maybe she got an STD and didn't know who gave it to her. So she was like, "Fuck all y'all niggas."
Yeah, she probably thought it was the guy that ran the news station. Now she's fist fighting him, slapping him and shit. He's calling the cop because he's like, "Well, I can't punch her because everyone loves her."
Fuck my balls.
Yeah.
What kind of balls does this lady have?
So the news reporter lady at this point in time, she's going on a this. I think it's not unfair to call this a rampage. Yeah. And here it is right here. Athens is or was reportedly in a romantic relationship with Scott Centers, the general manager of the local ABC Fox affiliate. So
she was in a romantic with the boss.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well then she was obviously in a romantic shit with the mayor.
Oh, for
and
sure.
she was
yeah.
obviously in a romantic shit with the. Well then, nah, I'm back on it then. Fuck this bitch. If you want to be out here
All right,
fucking,
we're off Team Maria.
If you wanna be out here fucking, then you gotta live with the consequences. If these niggas, cause you know, if you know the mayor, the head of the network knows the mayor.
Right.
And they're talking to each other like, "Oh, you fucked her? Oh, I fucked her."
Oh shit! Yeah, you know what it
know
is,
they
baby.
fucking, oh, she's just one of them then. She's fucking this shit so that she can be successful and be the head news anchor. Okay, we'll make her the head news anchor. So she got what she wanted out the deal. 48 laws of power. Know when to stop and know when to not go past your mark. Know when you want.
Well, see,
don't fuck up your good thing because that's exactly what you did, Anchor.
I mean, you know,
Alaska ain't giving this no coverage because you fucked up, bitch.
Alaska. I mean, this has got to be the biggest Alaska news story that broke this year. Like I said, we're maybe like halfway, maybe 60%. We're not even.
There's more.
There's more to this story.
John. This is like an episode of Power, nigga. How many plot twists is there?
We're not even done with the plot. We still have like a bunch of conflicts. We have more sex workers are coming in. We have more things going on. So
next, the Lannisters are gonna come in and fucking.
This is like a Tyler Perry movie. Like this is the white, like it's crazy. This woman's named Maria. This is the whitest Maria I have ever seen in my life. This is the whitest Maria I have ever seen. This is I know these people are all white. This is like a QAnon Tyler Perry movie. Like Medea did not show up in time, and Mayor Berkowitz did not find Jesus. But this literally feels like a white Tyler Perry movie. This is what he would say.
Okay, give me the next chapter. The next chapter.
Tyler Perry probably will be like
Maria Berkowitz.
Yeah, right. House of Maria, Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Tyler Perry. No, Tyler Perry's Baked Alaska.
All right, give me the next chapter.
We're not even. So okay, next, this is what happens. So Maria Athens, the news reporter, she's having a relationship with her boss, the guy that runs the news station. She gets in a fight with him the same day. And so the guy calls the police. He's not gonna fight back. He's like, I'm scared. I don't want to, I don't want the news. I don't want the news story to be that the big powerful man beat up his subordinate. He calls the cops. He's like, y'all better come get her. So according to a source at the Anchorage Police Department,
this is the storyline for Tyler Perry's next movie.
Isn't it? Tyler Perry's like, okay, what happens next? Okay, or what? All right. So Medea comes in here, and
So she's fighting her boss.
So she
beats him up.
He
calls the police.
Yeah, so he calls the police. The general manager of the news station calls the police. According to the Anchorage Police, Maria Athens acted erratically. She punched a police officer in the face outside the news station.
What kind of bath salts was this lady on?
Power.
She forgot that she wasn't a white woman.
No, she's like Palpatine, like unlimited power. Like she literally she's going insane.
She must have did a Tony Montana amount of cocaine. It was just like, say hello to my.
I'm reloaded.
Right.
Literally, this woman is going nuts. This one's like, this is not even, this is one day. This is not like, oh, like this is like one day, then another day. This is all one day. Like she like posted, have you ever had a day like this, Sean? You post the mayor of your city's nudes.
Normally, if I do one mean thing, for the rest of the day, I'm thinking about like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Why did I stoop to that level?
She had 0 of those moments. She had none of those moments. Okay, so
I think she was ready to die. She was just like, yo, I'll end it all today. So until it ends, I'm going crazy.
This is like in
how would you live on your last day? She was just like, well, it's Grand Theft Auto, nigga.
I was just about to say, she already has 3 stars.
Fuck my nigga.
She has 3 stars already.
3 Infinity Stars.
She has 3 stars already. This is literally like in Grand Theft Auto where you get like so many stars, your car's beat up, you're going down the highway. None of you're like trying to aim the gun too, and none of the shots are hitting.
No, because once you get 3, it's like, all right, how many can I get?
Yeah, right. She's trying to get all 5.
4, 5, 6.
She's trying to get 5. She's like, all right, well,
I want the tanks and helicopters to come.
The National Guard coming through.
So she punches a cop. Then what happens?
Punches the cop.
What happens after punching a cop? Because now I think that she should be subdued.
Okay, I think so. She but that's the thing. She knows she's not a black man. If she's a black man, this would have been, Maria Athens died that day. Now she knows she'll be fine. She can punch a cop because she looks like a character from the movie Frozen. So anyway, Saturday morning. So this is the following morning. So she's probably had a hell of a hangover this Saturday morning, based off of what her previous day was going. So Saturday morning, this is the following morning, a Twitter thread appeared from Angel BBX2, who goes by the online name Redhead Ray. Redhead Ray is an OnlyFans girl. So
she is?
Yeah, exactly. So this girl pops up. Her name is Redhead Ray.
Redheads be having fat boobs.
Yeah, I mean, well, she is an OnlyFans girl, so someone's buying. Hopefully, she has better news than this.
And they got that pale skin, so when you smack it, it leaves a little imprint.
I've
been with a redhead, and I like it.
No, yeah, they take. I'm sure she takes great photos of herself nude. None of this that the mayor does, and so basically, Redhead Ray is his OnlyFans girl. And so she says, this is another important detail. She's the daughter, so she's like a I think she's like 19, 20, something like that. Her mom is a woman in Anchorage who sells booze-infused cookies. So she sells these alcoholic cookies, like rum cookies, whatever, is what her mom does. Her mom's name is Molly Blakely. So
they both some hustling ass.
And there you go. Hey, you know how it is. Honestly, I bet you who is mad. Her mom's probably mad at her.
One is hustling cookies. One is hustling that cookie. So
hey, I mean, I'm just saying, man. It seems like maybe her mom's mad.
She's not doing too good with 3,000 followers.
I mean, if 10% are following, that's some good money right there.
You're right. If they all paying $100,
hey man, I'll pay $100. Make that money, Redhead Ray. Make that. Hey, make that money, Redhead Ray. Let's talk about Redhead Ray and her mom, Molly Blakely. So her mom, so anyway, Redhead Ray, the OnlyFans girl, posts a Twitter thread saying she worked as a non-sexual escort in Alaska in 2018. When the mom, the lady running the cookie business, found out that her daughter was escorting, she was mad.
Non-sexual escort.
Right.
So that means just go on dates, hang out with me. We don't gotta fuck. I want a pretty girl to hang out with me. I'll give you a couple dollars if you hang out with me. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I do it.
What do you do for a living? I'm the
I'm the mayor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Okay.
So you have like money, or how does that work?
I'm the mayor.
I run this shit.
Then they go to the nicest restaurant in town, and they be like, "Oh, Mr. Mayor," and they be like, "Oh, okay."
This isn't your wife, or is it? Or no? So I must have led to some.
Oh, is your niece in town? Like, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, we can call her that. Yeah, sure. But hold on.
Her knees.
Now, but here's the question: is Redhead Ray a client of Mayor Berkowitz? Well, let's find out. So she posts a thread. All she's saying is she's a non-sexual escort, and her favorite client was a short man who worked for the state of Alaska. Now on Twitter, Redhead Ray goes on to say her mom was doing an interview on Friday with Maria Athens, about her alcoholic cookie business. So the mom of the OnlyFans girl going on TV talking to Maria Athens. This is like before this whole bomb got blown up that day. But basically, yeah. So she's going on there. She's going on the news with Maria, the mom. And so anyway, Molly Blakely, the mom, asked Maria Athens if Mayor Berkowitz is short. The mom's trying to find out who this client is that her daughter is going out to dinner with. So Maria Athens says yes, he is
catch
short.
22, man.
You
It's a
think
catch
she's-
22.
What do you mean?
Here's why. It's obvious that it's Redhead Ray. Is that her name? Rudy Ray.
Redhead Ray.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Rudy-
Redhead Ray.
It's not Rudy, it's Redhead May. Their
Red-
stories are
Redhead
both
May.
inspiring.
All right,
but-
word.
yeah.
It's obvious that she's the escort, but I think that her and the mom are using this as the opportunity to come up, and the news reporter is using this as an opportunity to discredit the mayor.
You
But
think so?
I don't think any of this shit is gonna work, and that's why the story's not blowing up, because all of these, the mom, the newscaster, and the OnlyFans girl, none of them are victims. They all got into this with malicious intent.
They all
Like,
asked
no,
for this.
No
This is
honor
what they
among
asked
thieves.
for.
Yeah. No honor among thieves. Like, if you are playing this game and you willingly participate in the I'm hustling game, if you get hustled, just like the mayor obviously was just like, he didn't even hustle them. He gave them what they wanted, and then once he didn't need them anymore, he took it away. He can't be. They can't be mad at that because that's what they signed up for.
God give it, God take it away, and apparently so does Anchorage Mayor Ethan Berkowitz. Now let's continue with the story. Now, here's the thing. So Sean is speculating that Redhead Ray's client is Mayor Berkowitz. Mayor Berkowitz is getting around way more than we thought. But
trust me, the anchor wouldn't go for it if it wasn't true.
Well, here's the deal.
She did
Redhead.
Redhead. She was like, "Oh, how you know this?"
He's short.
She showed the same
That's
ass
what they
pic, and
do. Yeah, that's
she was
what-
like, "Oh, you
I
got
knew
the
that
ass
shit.
pic? Oh, word,
I knew
word."
that was him. Him and his cheating ass. Him and his trifling ass. I knew it was him.
That's like the secret password to the membership. What's the password?
What's the password?
Berkowitz ass.
Click. Yeah, fuck yeah. Click. Oh, okay. All right.
Come on in, bro.
No. That's how it works. It's Illuminati. You got to send your own ass pic taken from that
The
sky.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, the
That's
sky
that's
angle.
the key.
The Bohemian Grove. Okay. So, but anyway, let's get back to the story. Redhead Ray says this is completely untrue. She says she's never met the mayor. So,
she said it's not him.
So
I applaud her writing.
well, hold on now. We don't know. I disagree with you. I give her the benefit. I think she's telling the truth.
Okay.
Maybe it's the Secretary of
I'm
State.
listening. I'm
Maybe
listening.
it's the comptroller. Maybe it's a garbage man.
It could be.
All of them.
It could be the fucking anybody who works for the state.
It could be. And there's a lot of guys. Hey, it's Alaska. A lot of guys.
This nigga work at a toll booth. Yo, I work for the state.
Yo, I work for the state. Yo, let me take you to Applebee's real quick. You never know what guy. He could be that, or he could be who knows, the treasurer for the whole state. You never know. Like I said, this is very much like CDK ATL says. This is very much a Tyler Perry. This is like a Tyler Perry movie where the woman just never finds Jesus. There's like 3 women, and like none of them find Jesus. Medea never shows up, and they just continue to date like the bad guy from the movie. Like that's all this is. Okay. So this person who did this article did an interview with Redhead Ray, the OnlyFans girl, the escort, trying to find out what's going on. Are you escorting for Mayor Berkowitz? Now, she says that her mom. This is an important detail. She says her. I want you to know if she tripping. She says her mom hates Mayor Berkowitz.
Of course.
Says she talks about how much she hates him all the time. So the mom that runs the cookie business hates the mayor. Just wants him out of office, hates him so much. So basically, here's the other interesting thing too. The news reporter talks to a bunch of people on the Kenai Peninsula, on this area where Anchorage, Alaska is. Talks to a bunch of people in the area of Anchorage, and finds out that basically the mom, so Molly Blakely, the mom of the OnlyFans girl, is the half sister of someone who runs this place called Hooligans Lodging and Saloon. And because of different cities and states shutting down for COVID-19, the people running those places, those hotels, have been losing money. So the OnlyFans girls mom, who's running the cookie business, is mad at him because their family's not getting any money from this hotel lodging area because of the COVID-19 restrictions. Let's see. Yeah, and also like they also had like a restaurant. So people in this family had this restaurant that also couldn't show up. So maybe this is linked to it. Maybe there's. Do you think there's a deeper plot going on, Sean, where it's like Maria Athens, who's a fan of who's friends with this lady running the cookie business, friend of their family, probably been to that hotel. Is also they're all mad at the
Just so I
mayor.
make sure I understand, whose half sister worked at the hotel? Was it Ray? Was it Redhead Ray, or was it the newscaster?
It was the mom. So Redhead Ray's mom.
So the mom's friend worked at the hotel, and the mom's friend worked at
the mom's half sister. So
The mom's
basically,
half-sister
so
worked at the hotel.
Redhead Ray's mom and aunt are both like
and what was after the hotel?
So yeah. So there was also a restaurant that they
And,
ran
and,
to.
and the mom's friend worked at the restaurant.
Yeah. So the
Oh, the
mom's.
mom's hustling too.
Well, that's the thing.
The
Well,
mom
here's-
is hustling
here's the-
too?
Hold on, wait a minute. Here's the deal. So the mom's. Let's
Where
get
did
this.
the mom's
Let's
friends
get
come
this
in?
straight.
If he
Hold
was
on, wait.
fucking
Let's get this
Redhead
straight before we
Ray,
move on.
How did the
So
mom get all
basically,
these friends?
so basically, the mom's half sister is the one who like has a stake in this restaurant and also runs this hotel area. So
And
so
they're mad
it's
at
a
Mayor
family.
Berkowitz because they're not getting any money for relief.
Yeah,
for
because
COVID.
he has the whole city shut down. They think COVID-19 is a
So
hoax.
that's why the mom hates Mayor Berkowitz.
That's why the mom hates Mayor Berkowitz.
And look,
Now
and
she's
Redhead
friends with
Ray
Maria
is like, look,
Athens.
mom, I'm trying to get this money from Mayor Berkowitz. No, listen, she did what she's supposed to do and said, I don't know that man, and
Hey.
I'm proud of her.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's beyond imagination to say that two women got together and said, "Yo, he ain't shit." I'm gonna tell you right now.
The mom only went to the newscaster because she knew the daughter was fucking with Mayor Berkowitz. If the daughter wanted that to come out, she would have went to the newscaster. But the mom went and was like, look, they're not helping my friends. And then her friends probably egged her on because she was probably just gossiping with her friends like, you know, my daughter fucking with Mayor Berkowitz. And then they were like, word, well, he ain't giving, maybe we can use this. So they put the battery in her back, charged her up. So she went to the newscaster. Newscaster already hates him. So she's like, all right, I'll use the mama to say that he is a predator and he loves young girls. He's a pedophile because this is a young girl. So they tried to survive in R. Kelly him.
Oh,
And-
you
and-
think
and
that's
then-
what it is?
But then she came out. He was like, hey, you want to keep this lifestyle? Go and say what you need to say. She came out and was like, I never met this nigga. I don't know nothing about him. It's a whole nother nigga I'm fucking with, like she's supposed to. And I commend her for that because I hate to see when, like I said before, I said this
You
earlier.
just want him to get away with the cheating. You just want him to be smooth sailing. He just gets his pussy.
His
and goes.
wife knows about this, John. I don't know why you keep saying the cheating like his wife didn't sign up for this. His
You
wife
think his
signed-
wife doesn't know?
His wife knows that her husband takes booty shot pics and that his wife also knows that she's a wife of a politician.
I
who has a
think-
fur
I
coat
think he
and
has-
drives in a Rolls Royce. So
Hey,
you
hey.
sign up what you sign up for.
I mean, who knows? Maybe
Women are
she-
smarter than you think, bro.
She
When
might
women-
she might have figured it.
When women are like, I didn't know, women knew. It's just they
Mm.
waited until the right time to tell you.
That's
Until it
what
was
you think.
beneficial. Yeah, women are
All
smart.
right. Well,
Women are smart.
we might have to agree to disagree. I mean, who like I said, who knows what's going on? Maybe honestly, maybe she was in the room with them. Maybe Maria Athens was mad that Mayor
Obama
Berkowitz.
wife know he gay? No, I'm fucking around.
You're just trying to get people to comment again. So let me say this too. And matter of fact, y'all comment right now. What you think about this? Do you think Mayor Berkowitz was tripping, or do you think he's just hustling? Let me say this though. Honestly, what might have happened? Maybe they had a threesome. Because maybe you're right. I want to take it to an extreme. Maybe it's not just that. Maybe she was jealous. Mayor Berkowitz's wife is old and busting that pussy better than she was. She was like, oh, because women, they can be very competitive. So maybe that was the whole situation, and now it's come to this. Now Mayor Berkowitz might just have to resign. You never know. That hustling, that's right. Let's see. Okay, so last details of this story, because we'll sum this up real quick, so we can do our lightning round. Where we're at in this article that I have on my screen, it says, here is where the story flies off
This
the
is
hinges.
still all one weekend.
This is
still all in the same weekend.
somebody says this is where the story flies off the hinges in the article. Like this right now, like not in this other stuff we talk about. Right now is when things get crazy. All right, so basically, so Maria Athens, the news reporter, shit is crazy out here, Sean. So Maria Athens, this news reporter, she is her arraignment date was Saturday, so she has to stand trial for her crimes of trying to get 5 stars in Grand Theft Auto. So she is set to be released on Monday. So the news reporter lady is in jail overnight. She's going to be released on the Monday. At this point, it's unclear. Again, we don't know, is this photo the mayor? Is it not the mayor? What's going on? And finally, the shoe drops. Mayor Berkowitz released the following statement. I apologize to the people of Anchorage, a major lapse in judgment. I had a consensual, inappropriate messaging relationship. Okay, they were having sex. With reporter Maria Athens, I'm embarrassed and ashamed for the hurt I've caused my family and our community. Though if Sean's right, there was no hurt. His wife was probably in the room with them doing all that freaky shit. He says he takes responsibility for his actions. All right, you know what? I'll give it up. I don't think he's a fuckboy anymore. I don't think he is. I think maybe he's a good guy that got very tempted by some people he should not have been tempted by. Married men need to be faithful. I maintain that firmly, but I think that he had a major lapse of judgment. Hey, Sean, you said they were probably at some sort of some sort of dinner, some sort of like wine tasting. Who knows what these rich famous people do? And then Maria Athens was like, "Oh, hey, are you into pegging?" And he's like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And then they get going. You never know how it transpired. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, his maid was like, "Oh, you want me to clean up that dick too?" And then there goes his fucking shit. So I mean, I think Arnold's still a good guy. I don't see cheating as a good thing ever, obviously. But maybe he just. What do you think, Sean? Do you think he just got caught up, or what do you think about him now that he's admitted that he was on that fuck shit?
Yeah, I mean, if he came out and stand on it, I love that as dirty as she got about you're a pedophile and you're this and you're that, he came out and was just like, yeah, I fucked up. I did it. I'll take the stand for this. I'll be the bad guy in this situation because everybody plays a part when shit goes wrong. Everybody has their say and has their decision that they make, but he took it like a man and said, I fucked up. So I respect that.
There you go. All right, so let's try to wrap up this story pretty soon so we can do our lightning round and then we'll be out. All right, y'all stay with us for the next half hour. We'll keep it moving right now. So the next developments of the story is that at this point in the story, this is when that voicemail that y'all heard earlier, where the news reporter says she's gonna kill him, says that he needs to just commit suicide. She calls him a Jewish piece of shit. I don't know. Yeah, I think whatever you think of her, yeah, you don't need to throw in I think she got a little carried away with the anti-Semitism stuff. I feel like this is like Farrakhan. I feel like this is what happens to Farrakhan will just like make a point, and his blood pressure gets so high, he's like, oh, and the Jewish people.
Farrakhan doesn't hate the Jews. He just says
they're not going to hell. He says they're going to hell. I mean, it's apples. What are you gonna do, right? Hey, yo, if you're Nation of Islam, comment in the comments right now. Do you think I will see the wrath of Allah when everything's all said and done for my comments against His Excellency? Or do you think I have a point and Farrakhan himself will be in hell? Who knows? Is hell real? Are we gonna die soon? Are we gonna die? Who knows what's gonna happen? This is a very stressful time in history. If you're Farrakhan and you're listening right now, please do not ban my grandpa from your conventions. He loves going to them. He loves watching you speak. He reads the Daily Bugle all the time. Every time I meet up with my grandpa, he's got a copy of the Daily Bugle in the backseat of his SUV. Please don't ban him from the views of me are not necessarily reflected in Calvin Davenport. Please do not ban him from your events. He still loves you. I didn't like the whole homophobia thing, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to Mayor Berkowitz. We'll talk about Farrakhan later, maybe during our lightning round. All right. So at this point in the story, so the mom of the OnlyFans girl has claimed that her daughter was escorting for Mayor Berkowitz. So Maria Athens, the news reporter, she's not happy about this. So Sean was right to speculate that's what happened, because that is what happened. So basically, oh my God. Okay, so the mom claims that the news reporter had a 3-year affair with the mayor. And when the news reporter lady met up with the OnlyFans girl and the mom, they the news reporter had a mental breakdown at the restaurant. It's the restaurant that they were mad that it was closed. That was the whole thing. And so basically, let's see. Yeah, so basically, I'm trying to like sum this up real quick. This is like a whole. This is like a whole thing. Basically, Mayor Berkowitz had to resign. Obviously, you can't. I mean, like if you post a good nude, maybe you don't have to resign. But you do some bullshit like this, you're out. You can't be mayor anymore. I don't trust a politician that doesn't know how to take a picture of their own ass. That seems pretty basic. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Yeah, looks like there's another lady that gets involved in the story. So this is a childhood friend of the mom, who says she was talking with the mom and says that the mom was trying to go to social media and discredit her daughter. She said that she didn't want to. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. So basically the culmination of the story is that the mom tries to stop the story from coming out because she doesn't want to have any sort of interference. She doesn't want to mess up this deal. She's about to do a deal with Nestle for her alcoholic cookie business. And but now that all this like sex stuff is coming out and people are finding out, oh wait, you're the friend of the like Jew-hating news reporter lady who was pegging the mayor and like posted his nudes.
Now the mom doesn't want to do
that. Now the mom's like, oh wait, hold on, let's at least wait until my deal with Nestle is done. But now things have gone too far. This is a lesson right here. I feel like this is like a Greek mythology story right here. This is like in every Greek mythology story, people get too carried away, or they get too greedy, or they get too caught up in their emotions, and then something bad comes back and happens to them. This lady was about to have a deal done with Nestle, one of the biggest chocolatiers in the world, bigger than Wonka, bigger than Toblerone, bigger than all these people, and she just about lost it all. So it looks like Nestle's not going to be doing the deal with her because of everything I've just told you in the past hour. To be honest, it's not even one thing. Literally everything we've talked about connects to her. And for that reason, she might have to go on Shark Tank or something because it's not going to work out with Nestle, I think.
And then they're going to fuck her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mark Cuban's going to be like, where do I know you from? And it's going to be like, dun, 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 dun. And there's like a zoom in of Robert's face. And then Lori's going to be like, wait, aren't you that lady who like fucked the fucking mayor? She's like, no, I didn't fuck the mayor. No mayors have not fucked the mayor. You know, honestly, maybe it's a Greek tragedy. Maybe it's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. Yo, real quick, y'all are fans of Curb Your Enthusiasm? Make some fucking noise in the chat. It's a dope ass show. This is literally an episode of that, but like Larry.
Please follow the chat and tell a friend.
Follow the chat. Hit that follow button. Cash App Sean. Post that Cash App again. Y'all Cash App us, support us. We appreciate it. Honestly, yeah, because I feel like that is exactly what this is. This is just an Alaskan Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where she thought that she could egg her friend on, and that it was a good principle. She thought she was adhering to her principles. Like, yo, if you do my homegirl dirty, then you know you're dead to me. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help your political career go down. Then it comes back to her in some way.
Oh, new follower.
Who's following?
Thank you for following Iron Man 42.
Iron Man. Do you think this is a fan of Kyrie Irving? Or
no. Irie is an island thing.
Oh, what's that about? Oh, that's what's up. Hell yeah.
Irie. See, cheers. Okay. What you drinking on, Irie Man? Let us
We're
know.
drinking Irie Man.
Let us know what you're drinking. If you want, we'll take a shot with you, Irie Man.
I'm not well versed in any Islanders stuff. Clearly, I thought they were like doing a play on words for Kyrie Irving, who is I think he's from Australia. I cannot be further from what this person's name
I
actually
could be wrong,
means.
but Irie Man will tell us.
Iron Man will tell us.
I did
yeah.
a cartoon commercial for Irie's barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Smoking some blueberry headband, and he was an island guy.
Ah, there we go,
That's why I
baby.
said that. Okay.
There we go. All right.
Blueberry headband, goddamn.
So the culmination of this story.
I never wear that. Yo, I got the blueberry.
Yeah. They be like, oh, to cover up that hairline? Is that why you're wearing it, LeBron? So let's sum up this story before we go to our lightning round. For those of y'all just joining us, for those of y'all who've been with us since the start, those of y'all who followed in the past, thank you so much for joining us. We'll sum up this story, then we'll do our lightning round where y'all will tell us what to talk about. Basically, in summary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Irie Man is all right, man, in Caribbean.
There we go.
Irie Man.
All right, man. That makes
All
sense.
right.
That makes sense.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, there we go. It sounds like what it sounds like. All right, so straight up, yeah, so an OnlyFans girl, a news reporter, a cop who got beat up by that news reporter.
Next episode of Dragon Ball.
Exactly. Will Goku find his way out of the situation? Looks like Trump.
So we got news lady.
We got news lady. This is like Tyler Perry's like like I said, Tyler Perry's Baked Alaska. And so basically we have had so basically a news reporter had sex with the mayor, posted his nudes, said he was a pedophile, put him on blast. Then she went to her boss to talk about it, and she was also having sex with her boss too. And her boss said something she didn't like. She started punching him. He called the cops. She punched the cop. She went to jail for a couple nights. Then an OnlyFans girl, the mother of an OnlyFans girl, claimed that the OnlyFans girl was also messing around with the mayor. And then so the mom of the OnlyFans girl, who hates the mayor for the COVID-19 restrictions that he put on her sister's business, now goes to the reporter because they're homegirls. They go hang out and they're like, yo, this dude is whack.
This bitch causing more trouble than the Joker.
I
We need Batman to defeat this.
It's not about the money. It's about making a statement. Basically what's going
I
on.
just want to see the world burn. Oh, okay. Iron Man gave us 420 cheer bits, and he shared 3 rewards with others in the chat. Okay, DJ Bunny loving it. Trump Queen 20. We thank y'all, man. We love
appreciate
y'all.
it. Yeah, we appreciate the love.
Wrap up the story so we can get a couple minutes lightning round.
For sure, yeah. So like I said, so everything I talked about really happened this past week. Athens breakdown for his Berkowitz. Berkowitz had no choice but to admit, yeah, I did post that terrible ass pic. I am so sorry for posting it. I should have posted a better one. Anchorage, Alaska deserves better. I am resigning.
You're a real nigga, Berkowitz. You're a bitch nigga, but you're a real nigga.
Hey, let's drink to that. Drink to
real
Mayor Berkowitz.
You're a
We
real
drink
bitch
to you. Mayor Berkowitz, we commend your integrity, your honesty. We hope you.
We do not approve of that ass,
Yeah.
nigga. Keep that shit to yourself.
Improve your photography.
Keep that shit to
yourself. Hey,
Get some
keep that
better
shit to
lighting or
yourself.
anything.
Hey, keep that shit to yourself.
Hey,
Keep that shit to yourself, bitch. Yeah. And better lighting something. I mean, goddamn, a wax. I don't know what he needs. He needs something. But Mayor Berkowitz, for your veracity, for your honesty, for your integrity, after the fact, we commend you. As for Maria Athens, we're not sure if we commend you. I was kind of on board with you at first, and then you started saying all that like Hitlery stuff. So I got to give you a mulligan on that one.
Mulligan.
I gotta be honest, man. You know, I'm not Jewish, but my girlfriend's Jewish. She's got some Jewish family members. My brother-in-law is Jewish. Got a lot of Jewish friends. The optics aren't good, Maria. I can't hang with you on this one. But that was the whole thing. And it looks like the OnlyFans girl's mom did like a Curb Your Enthusiasm where she thought she was, on some baller shit. But her crazy, she was on a sick one. And then as it turns out,
Trump Queen was like, I knew your girlfriend was Jewish.
what do you mean? What does that mean? What? Did you smell it on me? How did you? I knew he was spending time with the Jews.
Thank y'all for going crazy in the chat.
We
Follow
appreciate
Protest Party
y'all.
TV.
Appreciate
Tell a friend,
y'all.
tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell a friend. Yo, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for showing us love. Lightning round.
BG said I smelled you.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, okay, Dr. Umar. All right, Dr. Umar. Looks like Cool Chip is activated in this man.
Oh man. Yes,
Oh,
BGs.
man.
Yes, Trump Queen.
Well, it looks like we're in the lightning round now, huh?
Right. Explain the lightning round.
Yeah, so here's how lightning round works. This is now we give y'all the wheel. Yeah, we know y'all are drunk. We're giving you the wheel anyway. Y'all are gonna determine what we talk about next. So y'all post whatever you want in the chat. We got to talk about it now. What we talk about now, it could be current events. It could be something crazy. It could be how oh yeah. This ain't no anti-Semitic chat. DJ Buddy said it's not anti-Semitic. That's right. Hey, Protest Party TV does not condone anti-Semitism. Farrakhan does, but Sean doesn't want to hear from me. So let's talk about Kanye.
I didn't say that. No, if you guys want to talk about that, I just want one quote. Give me the quote so that I can be like, yo, fuck him.
All right, you know
But
what?
I
How
need
about
the
this?
quote.
How about this? So I'll find the quote and you talk about, because BG says we got to talk
Okay.
about Kanye. So
All right, well,
let me
yo,
find a quote.
Listen, BGs, I watched Kanye on Joe Rogan today. This nigga Kanye he's definitely a politician. Kanye is the best at saying something without saying anything at all. Joe Rogan would be like, yeah, so why do you think you should be president? And he'd be like, because, man, when I'm building schools and when I'm teaching people how to plant at the farms, listen, I had people steal money from me. They was taking flights. And then I did Sunday service. And I did Sunday service before I was $50 million in debt. And Joe Rogan be like, okay, cool, but how will you being president be different than the other presidents? Because I'm different. When I wake up, I think in 5D. I was like, 5D, nigga?
5D. He invented the D. Yo, he invented a whole nother D.
He's like, I think in 5 dimensions. I was like, okay, Kanye. And Kanye be making good points, but then he doesn't honor the 48 laws of power. After he makes his good point, he'd be like, and another thing. I'm like, no, why? You should have just stopped there. You got a quote ready?
Yeah, I got a quote ready.
Okay,
Okay,
word.
Farrakhan, this is in 1990. So, hey, maybe his opinion has changed. But we do know in 1990 in Chicago, he said, the Jews, a small handful, control the movement of this great nation, like a radar controls the movement of a great ship in the waters. The Jews have a stranglehold on the Congress. Now, at first, you might be thinking, oh, is he just praising them? Is he just saying, "Oh, well, isn't it great that the Jews are so?" Hold on, let's get to why it is. So you might be thinking, "Oh, what's wrong with him saying they're powerful?" Well, it's a common stereotype, a very long-held stereotype that Jews are conspiring to control the world, that Jews have a stranglehold on governments, that they have some sort of mystical power that allows them to manipulate the world's media. I mean, it's something that continues even today, long after the Third Reich, in Germany, where they claimed that it was the same claim back then. What they were claiming then was that Jews were responsible for the economic crash, because some of them worked in banking and all that in Germany, and a lot of Jewish people do work in banking now. And I don't know, it's just interesting to see the parallels, how this conspiracy has kind of evolved and changed over time. Where it comes from is,
DJ Buddy said it's offensive to say the Jews. Maybe you should say Jewish people.
I mean, it was
people of Jewish descent.
Y'all post in the chat. Now that's something I don't know about. Y'all post in the chat.
I don't know
either. Hey, post in the chat.
But she also said this is great information. So
yeah, it's saying the Jews offensive. Well, we don't know. Let's see, what else did he say? So now he's bringing up tentacles. So he says that, and you do. This is what Farrakhan said in 1996. I was 1 month old when he said this, so I'm 24 now. So we'll see. Maybe he's changed since then. We don't know. He says, "And you do with me as is written. Remember, I have warned you. Allah will punish you." He's talking about Jewish people. He says, "Allah will punish Jewish people." He says, "You are wicked deceivers of the American people." Wow. Okay. He says, "You have sucked their blood. You are not real Jews. Those of you that are not real Jews, you are the synagogue of Satan. You have wrapped your tentacles around the U.S. government." This is very graphic. He says, "You are deceiving and sending the nation to hell." That's very extreme. He says, "I warn you in the name of Allah, you would be wise to leave me alone. If you choose to crucify me, know that Allah will crucify you. All right, so first, this is like very graphic. I don't know what this tentacle. Maybe there's like a Freud thing going on with these tentacles, but it seems like Farrakhan thinks that Jews are up to something. And yeah, it's like I said, it's a common negative stereotype that Jews are all up to something. They're gonna go in and do magic over everyone and do this or that. Yeah, and you can go down the list. I mean, uh, this is so okay. This is not like funny, but there's also a quote where he says Osama bin Laden didn't destroy the Twin Towers. It was a false flag operation to take the world's attention away from after George W. Bush stole the election. So they throw in like a 9/11 conspiracy thing in there. Oh, okay, never mind. Though this is anti-Semitic. He says I'm not an anti-Semite. He says he's anti-termite. Well, there you have it, folks. Looks like Farrakhan is an irredeemable piece of shit. If you like him, in the context of what he
These
said
are
about
the
like,
views of Jonathan Hollis.
They're not.
I do not see where if he is speaking
He says
about
he
people,
compares them
if
to
he is speaking-
termites.
if he is speaking about people who are Israelites today, I don't think he's speaking about that. I think
What
he's
do you think-
speaking.
oh, yeah, you
I think
think
he's speaking about a very elitist, specific group of people who have decided to, even though people can say "fuck Black Lives Matter" and suck my dick on the internet, when he is trying to uplift his people to have pride in their own selves and to have discipline, he is eliminated from the internet, and that's what he means by crucify. And he's speaking to a specific group of people who are trying to crucify him. If you are a good person, he doesn't preach hate against white people or against Jewish people or against people who are coming from love, but people that have used their economic status to say that we're in power, we control you, and we will use your culture to make sure that we remain in power. We will be your record label executives. We will be your lawyers. We will be these people who control your money, but we will still look down on you. And to finish this point, to say in the first statement when you said, is he praising them or is he condemning them? He's saying that, yo, the Jewish people have a great blueprint of community, of sticking by each other. There's always the notion that the Jewish dollar lasts in the community for 21 days. Is it 16 days or 21 days? But their dollar lasts.
Post it in the chat if you know.
Their community lasts. Their dollar lasts in the community longer because they believe in nepotism. So I feel like he's just saying, hey, maybe we should believe in ourselves the way the Jewish people do. And I feel like none of that was preaching hate. It was preaching our true experiences. If our true experiences of being fucked over is hate, I don't think facts is hate.
This is gonna be the last episode. My girlfriend's family tunes in. I hope y'all enjoy that. So let me say this too, because I think what you say does align with a lot of these quotes. Listen to this quote. So Farrakhan, this is last year. He said, "Pedophilia and sexual perversion institutionalized in Hollywood and the inner." Oh, hold on. So he says pedophilia in Hollywood and entertainment industries can be traced to Talmudic principles and Jewish influence. Not Jewish influence, satanic influence under the name of Jew. Do you think that this only has to do with powerful people, or does it just have to do with Jews in general? Because it seems like he's saying what you're saying, but see here in this other quote, I think this contradicts what you're saying. This other quote, this is 2010. He says, "Quote: We can now present to our people in the world a true, undeniable record of the relationship between blacks and Jews from their own mouths and pens. These scholars, rabbis, and historians have given to us an undeniable record of Jewish anti-black behavior." So he says there is an undeniable record of Jewish anti-black behavior, starting with the horror of the transatlantic slave trade, plantation slavery, Jim Crow sharecropping, labor movement of the North and South, the unions, and the misuse of our people that continues to this very moment. So it seems, I mean, correct now, if you have knowledge that I don't have, please bring it up. To me, okay, from my point of view, it sounds like he is practicing revisionist history by claiming that all these things that America has done to black people are exclusively the fault of the Jews. Now, notice he doesn't equivocate on any of this. So, also some of the caveats you're saying, he's not saying here. He's not saying some Jews. He's saying there is an undeniable record of Jewish anti-black behavior, and there is a true undeniable record of the relationship between blacks and Jews from their own mouths and pens. He's saying that Jewish people are like had a significant hand in the slave trade, plantation slavery, Jim Crow, sharecropping, basically every like major bad thing that happened to black people. between the 17th and the 20th century. And honestly, like for my all the history classes I've taken, it seems like those were things that Christians did. Christians, Protestants, Catholics. Later on, when America got a bunch of Catholics, Christians were the ones who championed all these things. I mean, the people. I mean, thinking about my own home state of Georgia, uh, our family was owned by a man who was of British and German descent. This was not a somebody from Israel came and there were somebody from Europe who was of Jewish descent. These were people who were Protestants and people who were Christians from Europe who came to America and then later on wound up owning slaves. And the reason why I say this is because the religion that black people were surrounded by and that we eventually adopted was Christianity. It wasn't Judaism. There's very few black. I mean, we got Drake, but maybe that's it. But it's like outside of Drake and Rashida Jones, how many black Jews are there out there? It seems to me like Christian. Yeah, right.
I'm already standing on.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
He converted.
We got a lot of talented black Jews. Black Jews are killing.
I wanted to answer your question, but
yeah,
I wanted to wait until you were done.
Yeah. So
what I asking me what I thought of this and how you felt like the nuances of what I was saying would disagree.
So because I was gonna end by saying it just seems like Farrakhan seems to be painting Jews with a brush that he's tarring them with this brush that he should not be tarring them with. He's blaming all these things that Christians do. And I'm not. Hey, Christians nowadays. I got friends with tons of Christians. And not once have they done a transatlantic slave trade. I got tons of friends I got family members who are Christians. They never made anyone.
I'm so glad you said
that.
Right, yeah. I'm so glad you said it because you got tons of friends who are Christian who didn't participate in this.
Right.
There are tons of people of Jew descent, Judaism, who follow the faith of Judaism. Because I'm saying this specifically because I want to make a very specific point. You have tons of friends who follow a faith, and they had nothing to do with the evil of that faith. The thing about white supremacy isn't I'm a white person, you're a black person, I'm better than you. It's if I turn a blind eye to the systematic racism, oh, you get treated different at the bank than me, that's what white supremacy is. Now, to equate that to Christianity, if I'm a go to church everyday Christian, but I also turn a blind eye to what's going on around the world, to maybe how Christians are, then I'm no better. Now, the thing with Judaism, in that exact quote that you said, when we can now present our people to the world true, undeniable record relationship between the blacks and the Jews, he is saying that, and no one has to believe this, but the reason I chose, this is the views of only Sean Connor. The reason I chose to say people of Judaism descent is because of the word Jewish. There is no Africanish. There's no Hinduism-ish. You're either a Jew or you're not. And then there are people who are Hebrew, and then some people stole their identity and said, well, we are Jewish. We took that story, we took the parts that we wanted, and we left the parts that we didn't. We were the oppressed people now. Y'all weren't those oppressed people. Y'all weren't Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt times. Y'all weren't the Prince of Egypt. We were. So they took that story and took that oppression and got the benefits of that oppression. And now that they reap the benefits of that oppression, now that they get attacks in Germany because of the Holocaust and attacks in America to where they got their reparations, they are not the type of people who are going to fight for the black plight. And that's the relationship. We will share your oppression. We'll say that our shit is just as bad as slavery, but when it comes to riding for y'all, we are not going to do that. Y'all are less than us. And that's all he's saying.
Do you think Jews don't ride for black people?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that they.
I think there's a pretty common.
I think at the head of every company.
Differ on this
I think that the head of every company, like Leo Cohn and all of these people, they use the black entertainment as, hey, I'll lift you high enough, but I'll never. They are the gatekeepers, and they are the gatekeepers for a reason. And I think that that's all he's saying. That hey, we have allowed these people to become the gatekeepers because they have It's nothing wrong with
So you think all of them are
the one thing about
gatekeepers?
company, the one
Or
thing
do you
about
think it's
company,
just? Do you think it's just like? Because to me, it
I don't
sounds
think
like
that they
there's.
all are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But I think it's a
you're
boys'
talking about. You're
club.
talking about
I
like
think it's a
five.
boys' club.
You're talking about like five guys who are like running companies. Like maybe a guy who ran ABC for a while. Maybe a guy who ran this bank for a while.
But when he
stepping on
dies,
it's not Jews as a
makes
whole.
sure his
He's
son
saying
gets
Jews
in.
as a whole. He's
But
making
that's
sure
what-
Jews as a whole. But
that's what nepotism is.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not saying like this is like Jewish people abusing power has never occurred for sure.
Well, we
for
live
sure,
in America.
but-
We live in America, which is a republic, not a democratic, not a democratic
Okay.
system. And by republic, our companies and our elite decide what happened. And if these powerful people are the 5 people in play, and they all happen to be Jewish, then yeah, they are the decision makers.
But what I'm saying is that what you're saying and what he's saying aren't the same thing. He's saying Jews
Yes.
have screwed. Well, so because here's when you clarify, you don't say all Jews have screwed us over. When you clarify, you say people running these companies. Effectively, what you're saying is capitalists.
And what I'm
who
saying,
are Jews
and
have
what I'm
screwed us
saying
over.
to finish
Not
up,
not
what I'm
the
saying to
regular
finish
Jews
up,
public.
it's not all Jews doing it,
Okay.
but all
Well,
Jews.
he kind of is saying this.
And let me finish what I'm
Okay.
saying, and because I let you speak freely.
All right.
It's not all Jews doing it, but all Jews are aware of the system that is going on.
Okay. Do you think none of them
All
are?
Jews are participating.
Do you think none of them are doing anything about it, or do you think they're all? What do you think?
No,
like,
I'm not saying that. I'm
Well,
not.
if-
I'm not
if you
saying
had
that. I'm not
well,
saying that there's
that's
no
kinda what I'm
Jewish.
saying.
I'm not saying that there's no Jewish people doing anything about
Right.
it. But I think when it comes time to be Jewish, you stand in line and say "Oy vey," and you are Jewish. Because I've seen many of Jewish people that are my friends that help me out. They send me business opportunities. They put me in opportunities so that I can be better.
Mm.
But when they're around their own, I'm still their black friend. I'm not their friend.
Interesting. Well, I've seen the opposite happen. I've seen people.
You've been there with me, and I'll say a name because this is only the views of Sean.
Hey, yeah,
this
for
is
sure,
only
for
this
sure,
is only
yeah.
the views of Sean. When we hang out with Max, you've already noticed how Max and his
Uh,
sister treat us.
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
don't want to say that.
I-
And he's
I
the
think that's
nicest
just
person
him.
to me. He's the nicest Jewish person to me. But I'm gonna say this: he's
Yo,
the nicest Jewish person to me.
I do
His
know
last
them.
name is Goldman,
I
and
do
he
know
treats
them.
me differently than he treats other people.
But
and I understand what it is.
I
I don't
think
hate
he's the
it. I don't
exception.
hate him for that. But that's what it is when I walk into a room. I am who I am, and he is who he is. And John can play the game and say the right thing for his people. But I really feel this because he attacked Farrakhan. And I'm just saying, when he read the quotes, those exact quotes are the only thing I'm arguing. I didn't see nothing wrong exactly with that.
All right. Well, I know the person you're talking about. What I'm saying is because let me say this. Why don't you extend the benefit of the doubt that you go to Farrakhan? To these people? So say like. It's just like I know Max and his sister. I know them. They as I judge them as individuals. I don't judge them against like all. I think they literally are just people who only care about themselves. But I know so many Jewish people who were there at the marches with us, marching side by side with us this year. So it's like that's what I'm saying. These quotes are just not like and again I think maybe Farrakhan got caught up. Who knows what? Like it's here he is saying. The Christian right with your blindness to the wicked state of Israel. Can that be the Holy Land? And you have gay parades and want to permit to have a gay parade in Jerusalem when no prophet ever sanctioned that behavior. Now he's saying, oh, well, Jesus and he's saying Allah never sanctioned gay people having parades. So to me, it seems like Farrakhan is somebody who is. I just don't think Farrakhan is saying what you're saying. I think Farrakhan is out here hauling off against these groups because he didn't see enough of them standing up for us. And of course, not every gay person stands with us. Lindsey Graham doesn't stand with us. Of course, not every Jewish person doesn't stand with us. What I'm saying is that you and Farrakhan don't know definitively that the majority of Jewish people don't stand with us. You guys don't, and I'm not saying you hate Jewish people. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I honestly think what you guys are getting at is capitalism. Issues that capitalism brings up, and I think that what's actually going on is that most Jewish people are on our side. Most people who are Jewish people are white. Yeah, it's no shocker. Most white people are posting the graphic on their Instagram story and then nothing else, or maybe they retweeted a tweet about Breonna Taylor and nothing else. For sure, and I'm sure a lot of Jewish people did that too, and nothing else. But what I'm saying is that we can't say definitively that Jews are not on our side because that's information that you don't have and that he doesn't have. Honestly, hey, maybe a bunch of gay guys like Farrakhan. Maybe he's stabbing them in the back. He's saying, Israel permits gay parades in Jerusalem. He says, how can it be that Israel, that Jerusalem, with secular people running the Holy Land, when it should be the holy people running the Holy Land? That land is going to be cleansed with blood. He says this back in 2006. Maybe he was feeling some kind of way about the Patriots going 18-0 and losing the Super Bowl. Who knows what was going on? Farrakhan said that spurred him to make these comments. I'm just saying, I don't think any land is going to be cleansed in blood if you have gay people running around it. I think bloodshed is going to happen everywhere. Happened in South Carolina. Lindsey Graham is there. Is there a connection? Maybe there's not. Like I said, we can't say definitively that gays are ruining the world or ruining black people. Nor can we say for sure that Jewish people. I actually researched this. 1% of people who owned slaves in America were Jewish. Just 1%. The other, who knows what the religious makeup of the rest of them were. I think it's safe to assume they were mostly Christian. Most of the rest of them were Christians. So honestly, I think he should have a bigger bone to pick with white Europeans in general and maybe white Christians than him zeroing in on Jews when it's like, honestly, me personally, I don't see it. Okay, this is supposed to be the lightning round. We've been talking about Farrakhan. When Farrakhan doesn't think about us, there's a lot of Jew talk. Says Leah Stein. Damn, okay, we got someone with the last name Stein in here. So this is some heavy shit.
BG said you got that stat off Wiki.
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh, he said Wikipedia. I mean, yeah, we'll look at it.
I get all my stats off Wiki.
Well, see, here's the deal, right? And matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up.
Wiki tells me which books to read.
The matter of fact, Raj, let's look it up. Sean,
most unions are racist, but okay.
Talk about unions, Sean. Let me look this up. How many slave traders?
Oh, BG said you got that stat on Wiki. 1% of Jews own slaves.
So hold on, wait. So I'm about to look this up. So you talk about unions. What do unions mean to you? Do you think unions are? Who's talking about unions over here?
DJ Bunny said most unions are racist, but okay.
All right. So
what does she mean by that? Is that like unions, like job unions, or like?
Yeah. So that means like labor unions. So basically, so you think about like labor. So like I'm trying to think.
I think that there are to if that's what we're talking about. I think that there are barriers of entry for people of color that are not there for people that are of a different, descent. And I definitely think that that's what I mean by systematic racism. And you're saying, like, your point about they're at the march with us. Of course they're at the march with us. Right. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
But hey, well, I mean, not everyone does it. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right.
Very few white people compared to the whole masses that actually do it. I mean, continue. My bad. Continue.
You're absolutely right. And I'm saying that the people that support the other side, they have their own marches and rallies, and it's all crazy out here. It's all a bunch. It's not a lot of black and white. It's all a gray area. But I'm saying that when it comes to systematic racism, those barriers of entry so that you can be on the board at a company or that you can, join the union is different for my race or for our race. It is different for our race. And what I mean by systematic racism is, are you willing to sacrifice your white power so that I have a better chance? Not stand next to me when all the black people are with me. Yeah, I'm with y'all and all the black people, so I'm here. No, when I'm at the bank, even lower, when I'm at the check cashing place, are you going to be like, no, I'm white, I vouch for this guy? When you know that if I apply for a home to get a house, I'm going to get a different rate for you. Will you ride for me so that I'll get the same rate for you? Or will you sacrifice your rate and be like, well, if he got to pay that, I got to pay that? No one is going to be black when it's time to be black. When you have the opportunity to be white, when you have the opportunity to be Jewish, you are going to wear that badge and you're going to use nepotism because black people do it. When we want to be cool, it's, oh, I'm black, so I'm cool. When we want to dunk a basketball, oh, I'm black, so I get picked first on the basketball court. People use nepotism to their advantage. And all I'm saying is for someone else to highlight a group's nepotism against us and to see how they're using our own people as an advantage to come up, I don't think that it's And the things about, I will agree with you. The things about people burning in hell and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
like what's all this talk about?
That's extreme. But pointing out that these people are wrong, I do not disagree with, because they are. Because they reached out and asked for help and they got it. And when it comes for our turn to reach out and ask for help, everybody's going, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I will stand on that. I will stand on that. And it ain't for anybody else to help us. We fucked up. And for us to point out how other people make it so that we can make it, I don't think it's nothing wrong for us to be critical of our own kind and say, hey, a man and a woman need to raise a baby, not fucking have them being raised by all women so that they all turn out to act like women, the men and the boys.
I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem with.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying that.
You don't think there's any problem with that?
No.
I think I would take, because I've met people who are raised by 2 men and 2 women. They turn out just fine. I mean, do you think every single time people do that, it's a problem?
I think that if you don't have the proper influence of a positive male influence, a positive masculine influence, and a positive feminine influence, you are depleted. If you don't get to see those two entities interact and love each other, and what I'm saying is, you could have 2 moms or 2 dads, but they still need to have the responsibility to make sure that you have this positive male influence or this positive female influence. If you have 2 dads and you're a girl, you still need a woman to teach you how to be a woman. If you got 2 moms and you're a boy, you still need a man to teach you how to be a man. I very much think that.
All right, let's wrap this up real quick. Okay, according to the Historical Encyclopedia of World Slavery, as cited on Wikipedia.com, well, we went to the source and found out that this comes from Junius P. Rodriguez, who is the general editor of this book. This was a book written in, I'm trying to see what year it was written in. This was, I mean, regardless, so it's a large book. It's volume 1 through volume 7. They state that it was I'm sorry, I'm gonna get to the fucking segment where they were talking about it. So the historical rise and fall of slavery in the United States would not have been affected at all had there been new Jews living in the American South. Jews account for 1.25% of all Southern slave owners, and were not significantly different from other slave owners in their treatment of slaves. Also going to this article right here, where they're talking about Jews, slaves, and the slave trade. This was by Herbert S. Klein, Journal of Social History, Oxford University. He says that for Rhode Island specifically, he says the largest group of Jewish slave traders in the British Empire, the only ones who systematically engaged in the African slave trade over a long period, were 3 or 4 Rhode Island Jewish merchants who in total controlled less than 10% of the voyages and less than 10% of slaves delivered by Rhode Island traders in the 18th century. In turn, Rhode Island was one of the minor ports within the English world engaged in the slave trade. Practically no Jews within England engaged in the far larger trades coming from Liverpool, Bristol, and London. So I mean, so to me, what it seems like is that what you guys are getting onto something, but what you guys are talking about is the issue of whiteness. Not the, like, I don't know why you guys have singled out Jewish people when these are like I said
Answer
earlier.
this question, John.
Yeah,
Answer
sure.
this question, Dom. Why is the president of MTV, BT, VH1, Oprah's channel, the president of the NBA, all the partners in the NFL, why are all these people Jewish?
All the partners in the NFL?
The presidents of the NFL aren't the presidents of the team in the NFL, the owners of the NFL, none of them are Jewish.
Oh yeah, for sure some of them are Jewish. Now I don't know why a lot of these people in power are Jewish. I can't tell you for sure why. I don't know.
And what I'm saying is some of these people in power are Jewish. None of these people in power are black.
But is that corruption? But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think it literally just happened that way.
Happened that way. There's not a plan.
Wait.
We can agree to disagree, but there's not a plan for that to happen.
I can't debate you if you're not gonna like cite your sources. Where's the evidence that this was a plan? No, but that's the thing. But you're saying that all these people are this, but like, where's the evidence that it was a plan where they conspired to do this? There's no conspiracy to do this. There's no, like, this is the problem, that people are like seeing a pattern and they're like, aha, see, this means that these people are anti-black. These people are dragging down the black community.
That's not what I said.
They're doing this. Well, see, no, I mean, have you not been saying that Jewish people are dragging down the black community? No. You're saying that they don't stand with us.
That's not what I said.
You didn't say they didn't stand with us.
I did say that I did say, and if you allow me to speak, because I'm gonna let you finish what you're saying.
No, good.
Let me get my point across clear. I did say that they don't stand with us. I did
Right.
not say that they're dragging us down because I feel like
Right.
those are two different things. I do not want to equate those, so don't put that in my mouth that I said that. I
All right.
said that they don't stand with us because of the systematic racism that those turn a blind eye to. That is not what's dragging us down. What's dragging us down is us allowing to have that power, us allowing them to have that power. Now, I feel like this is my personal view. It is a systematic thing that they are able to pass that barrier of entry, and we are not. Because I do feel like we have people that are qualified for that, that can sit on these boards and that can be owners. But no matter how much money you have, no matter how hard you work, it's still no. You can't be where I am, nigger. And a Jewish person can. And if you're not gonna ride for me and say that this black person deserves to sit next to me, then no, you're not with me.
So the owner of the Falcons is Arthur Blank. He is Jewish. What do you think he should do to? What do you think is something he should do to acclimate?
I know one owner.
What should he
He's not
do?
Jewish, but he's white and he takes care of his black people. Mark Cuban. I know the Falcons owner don't treat his black people like Mark
You
Cuban.
don't think he does?
No.
He's actually done a lot over this. He's donated a lot of money. He's introduced all these initiatives, trying to look out for us, trying to make sure the players have a platform where they can talk about these issues. Now, here's something interesting. There was somebody who was outspokenly against us, Jerry Jones, a guy who's a Texan and a proud Christian. Notice how the Christians don't catch any flack from Nation of Islam or Farrakhan. None of these, like, I've never heard of Farrakhan saying Christianity is a gutter religion. He did say Judaism is a gutter religion. I didn't say anything about Farrakhan saying Christians are going straight to hell for everything they've done. And so this is what I'm saying. The reason why I say this is because what you guys are talking about are symptomatic of the issue of whiteness.
He
The
has
issue,
said this
the,
stuff.
the issue.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Oh,
that
he
you.
did?
I know that you went on the internet and read a quote and did not watch a passage or.
I mean,
or a
in my
speech,
opinion, I
because
don't
he
need to
has-
see anything
because,
else.
Because he takes his time to put things in context. How many comedians do we follow where they take a quote out of context, and when you find out how it was really said, you're like, oh, that wasn't even that crazy. If he gets an example or a question that is posed to him, like, yo, how are these people evil? And then he answers it. And then you take just that quote and be like, yeah, he thinks these people are evil. And he's like, well, no, you didn't even listen to the whole conversation. I think that matters the most. And for you to say, oh, I don't even have to hear anything more, you're entitled to that opinion, but that's weak-minded to me. If you don't have the patience or heart to listen to things that you don't like, how do you know outside of what you think? How do you know outside of the world? Like that is your own bubble. You don't have to agree with something just because you hear it or see it. You can be like, that's what the other side thinks. But I think it's important to take the time to at least listen to what the other side thinks, so you have a formulated opinion and you're not going off a secondhand source of what somebody else thinks. And the only reason I'm battling this hard is because we have this platform and you are spewing out things about Farrakhan that I just want people to know. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with John. I'm saying decide for yourself. Listen to him yourself and decide what you think. Because off of some quotes, nah. I'ma put context to each single quote that you got, and you ain't gonna have nothing to say back, John, because you ain't watched none of the videos. You don't know
Do
this
I need
guy.
to watch the videos?
You don't know this guy.
Well, that's the thing, because evidently you don't know. Because what I'm saying, I have watched some of his videos. Actually,
And for you,
I watched a video of him
but for you to
saying
say,
all that
but
shit
for
about
you to say,
transgender
but for you to
people.
say that he only calls out Jews and hasn't called out any other creed or race of people
Well,
lets me
that
know
is-
that you haven't watched any other videos, because he talks about a multitude of things. He is critical of his own people and says of where they need to come up. He is critical of all people as a mass and is trying to be a leader of love, not a leader of separate, not a leader of dividing people. And if you watch the whole thing, you see that he is highlighting that our similarities vast more than our differences. Our shortcomings that are also our similarities vast in all people. These shortcomings that he's highlighting in the Jews, he also highlights in the Spanish, also highlights in Irish people, also highlights in Black. So if you are actually watching the full 3-hour sermon, you see how he connects it all, and you know that he is trying to highlight that we're more the same than we are different, and that we need to love each other. And that's the point that he's coming across. So don't tell me that you watch it just to say it.
Do you think that you are extending a benefit of the doubt to Farrakhan that you are not extending to the Jews?
At the beginning of this, I gave the same benefit of doubt to Woody Allen, to Donald Trump. It has nothing to do with a black man.
Well, see, the reason why I say this is because you just brought up that all these leaders, all these people in positions of power are Jewish. And you said it wasn't an accident. So what I'm saying is that
my
do you
point
think that is possible?
My point to that is it's not a hatred thing on the Jews' part.
Well,
and that's not what Farrakhan is saying. I do not feel like it is a hatred thing to be looking out for your people, to have a plan and to have nepotism in place.
What do we gain from him saying that Jews have saying that Because I mean, let me say this too.
I love this question. Ask it, because I have an answer. I love this question.
The reason why I say it is because
No. Ask your question. Don't make your point. Ask your question.
No. I'm going to make my point if I need to.
What do we gain?
Well, that's the thing. Because the reason why I asked that question is because
You didn't finish it,
because I'm trying to finish it right now. But the reason why I'm saying is because I don't think we gain anything from singling Jews out. I don't think Jews gain anything from him singling Jews out.
That wasn't your question.
I don't think. Well, no.
The question is, what do we gain by singling Jews out?
No, I'm not done with it because let me finish my point. Because the reason why I say this is because I think the greater issue that you guys, I'm trying to give y'all benefit of you think I'm not, but what I'm trying to do is give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I think the greater issue y'all are getting at is capitalism, how it makes it so that the wealth and power can accelerate upwards away from the middle and lower classes. And now, keep in mind that
the benefit of the doubt is we don't hate Jews for doing this. We are saying let's follow the Jews and do as they do. Because they're winning, let's win like them. That's what he's saying. That's the benefit of the doubt. There's no hate to the Jews. It's all on us.
But I mean, do you think that like going about it by claiming that Jews are responsible for the slave trade, again, which like I just covered, is a total fucking falsehood. This is completely wrong. You cannot be more fucking wrong if you claim that Jews were the drivers of the American slave trade. It's completely nonsense. But this is what I'm saying. This is the reason why, because the facts matter. And I keep saying, what do we gain from him saying this? What do we gain from him saying Judaism is a gutter religion? Even if he followed it up by saying, and I say that because a bunch of Jews.
Thank you, BGs. I can't respond because I'm not a scholar, but I know that you didn't study African American history, so you have no total knowledge of the slave trade. I can read a book and a passage that supports what I say, but I know that you don't know how the Jews affected the slave trade. I know that you don't know.
Well,
I know that you don't know the
rule. I'm not claiming to be an expert either. I said, what did the experts say?
And what did they say?
Well, I just read
it. They said that they had a role.
Like I said, this guy is an expert. He wrote a whole fucking paper about this.
He's saying that the Jews did nothing in the slave trade.
No, he didn't say that. Like so hold on now, because you gotta listen to this. He didn't say Jews had nothing to do with it. He said the Jewish role is what he's saying is at odds with what Farrakhan's saying. Farrakhan is claiming. I'm gonna read it. If you wanted me to read it again, I'll read it again. But I'm paraphrasing. Tell me if I'm tripping. Farrakhan is claiming that Jews were like responsible for the slave trade. That they were driving the slave trade. They weren't driving the slave trade. It was like a minimal number of Jewish people doing this. This is why I'm trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt here.
You're giving me the King James version. No paraphrase. Read it to me. Paraphrase. Read it to me.
Let me find it again. So he says, I'm not okay. Also, this whole Jewish people are insects. This is fucking anti-Semitic, and there's no way you can dance around that. Let's see.
How I take and I
this
love,
is a tweet. There's no video. This is a tweet. He
and this is what I'm saying.
On its own.
I'm not anti-Jewish people. I'm anti-bloodsucker. I'm anti-person who's not good of the humanity of people, who's trying to destroy the world for their own benefit. Nobody, just because you're a termite doesn't make you a Jewish person. I don't hate Jewish people. I hate people who are saying fuck the world for the benefit of me. And just because the Venn diagram happens to cross with a few people of that, and those people that are the few people of that are the people in power of these companies that are crucifying and attacking me and banning me from YouTube, banning me from Facebook. If my quarrels are with these few groups of Jewish people, and they are the few groups that are in power, it is not attacking everyone to say that, like, hey, you guys leaders are coming at me just for spreading love to my people. So no, don't take the quote and put your own spin to it. Try to understand the quote for what it's saying. Please, John. Please, John, because you're spreading hate right now.
So what about
you're spreading hate?
I'm not spreading hate. So okay,
by you putting spins on his thing,
I'm not putting a spin on his thing. That's your opinion about what he's saying. We don't know what he's saying.
Okay, so if that's my opinion, that's your opinion.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I'm saying. You're claiming I'm spreading hate when you're defending this guy who said we can now present to our people a true, undeniable record. See, that's the thing. You're equivocating. He's not equivocating. He's saying a true undeniable record of the relationship between blacks and Jews from their own mouths and pens. He's not saying the Jewish. Okay, let me say this. I would agree with you if he was saying that all these quotes were saying the Jewish elite. If he said, Jewish people who are CEOs of companies that abuse black people, Jewish people who happen to be slave traders, the fucking where does it say, like the 3 or 4 people in all of Rhode Island who are Jewish who are trading slaves, who are interacting with that.
Context.
So
he is
sure.
our black elite. He is our black elite. Trump is a white elite.
Okay,
Elite hang out with elite.
for sure.
So if he is
And
our
he loves
black
Trump.
elite, if he's our black elite and he's hanging out with other elite, he's only hanging out with the Jewish elite. So when he's speaking of Jewish people, he's speaking of the Jewish people he meets, which are the Jewish elite.
So can you paraphrase that? I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand.
Okay, he is our black elite. Elites,
Okay.
there's a class system, which how you said the more important thing is the caste system, or what's the word? What's the opposite of socialism?
Capitalism, yeah.
The more important thing is capitalism.
Right,
His
that's
level
what I'm
of
saying.
capitalism has afforded him to only speak with the elites of the world, the higher ups, the politicians, the people who run
Okay.
things. And he has noticed that the trend is the people who treat me worse on this elite level, not the executive level, not the middle working class, not middle lower class, not the poverty level. He doesn't deal with none of them. The people that he deals with, the people that treat him the
Like
worst,
Donald Trump.
are the elite Jewish people. And when he says, I'm talking about the Jews, he's talking about the elite Jewish people that he deals with, and their ideals, because we live in a republic or a monarchy, their ideals, the elite level, the aristocrats level, trickles down to every other level. And when he's speaking to his following, he's saying, hey, look out for this, because their elite treat me like this. So they're on whatever level you on are probably going to treat you like this. The same way I just gave the example about how my great Jewish friend, who always looks out for me, still treats me like a black man.
What do you think of him being friends with Donald? Because Donald Trump is somebody who allies with people who are all over. I mean, guys who are Jewish,
I
guys
think
who are.
friend is a crazy word.
So I mean, well, he is actually no, my bad, not friend, endorser. Donald Trump, somebody who has explicitly stated that he wants to abuse black people. He wants black people to be killed for crimes they didn't commit. He has been sued for tens of millions of dollars by the federal government for racial discrimination. He has repeatedly made up excuses for white supremacists. Oh, but Farrakhan endorses him. So to me, it seems like what undermines what Farrakhan. I'm not done. What undermines what like all the stuff you're saying about Farrakhan is just the facts about Farrakhan as a person. The fact that he feels the need to single out Jewish people. The fact that he feels the need to single out gay people. Oh, really? Gay people are oppressing us? But the fact that he is
are gays separate than Jewish people?
I mean, some of them intersect.
I'm
some
asking,
of them don't.
but is the gay group separate than Jewish people?
But he didn't say that.
Single
But he
out
didn't
two
say-
groups.
Pull up the video where he said that.
You
Pull
can't
up the video
single
where he
out
said
two
that.
groups.
Pull up the video where he said
If
that.
you're
Where he's just talking
singling
about
out-
gay elites or gay Jew elites. Pull up the video.
So you're
you
saying
can't, because he didn't.
So
he
you're
just
saying
shit
that
talks
every
gay
time
people.
he talks about the Jews, he's talking about gays. That's what you're saying?
No. What I'm
I
saying
know
is
that's not
he
what you're
is-
saying.
No,
And you
whoa,
cannot
let
single out-
You're deliberately misread. What I'm saying
You
is
made
he
a
is
point.
singled out.
I wanna
No,
answer.
No, my point is
I'm
that
gonna let you finish, but please let me answer when you're done.
well, see, because I'm trying to make sure you have the facts straight. What I'm saying is he has singled out gays and he has singled out Jewish people.
Yes.
So
I understand.
You're saying, oh, but there's videos out there where he
That's not
explains.
what I said at all.
Well, so no, hold on,
I'm
wait.
answering
But
what you said.
what I'm saying is that
If you want me to answer what you said, let me answer what you said.
Yeah,
If you don't, then make your point.
Well,
Pick which one.
Let me get like one. Can I get like one sentence in?
I've been letting you speak the whole show, John. It's your show. You've been speaking fine.
Is that a problem?
No, and I'm saying don't
All
say
right.
that I'm cutting you off when I'm letting you speak.
Well, hold on. Then let me just finish real quick. No problem. So all I'm saying is this: is that there's no need for him to isolate, to blame Jews for the slave trade. There's no need for him to claim that these people or those people are going to go to hell for gay people existing or doing parades or whatever. Like he said, there's no need for this. Because here's the thing. I have watched. You don't know this. I haven't said this, but I have watched videos of. I watched Farrakhan make some great points about this country, about institutional racism, and I actually agree with a lot of that stuff. So what I'm saying is that let's focus on what is at the actual problem. Whiteness. Do you agree? Whiteness is a critical issue in America. The way people wield their whiteness in positions of power. The way cops interact with black people, white people, whiteness is a real.
I want to answer a very specific point of what you said.
Oh, okay. Well, you go back to the earlier thing if you want. All I'm saying is that I'm not writing you or him off. I'm saying let's get to the real issue. But yeah,
I will go back to the early thing because that's what I want to do.
sure.
Now, by saying that he is only singling out Jewish people, that was your very poignant thing. And I'm saying that that's not his goal to just preach hate about Jewish people. He calls out the faults in a lot of people, even his own. And I think that is a very stand-up thing to do, to say that, like, yo, this is wrong in the world. Also, this is wrong in the world. So for you, your main point to be that why is he only picking on the Jews is wrong, because he, if you want to call it picking on, picks on everyone. He's like a comedian. If he offends people, he's offending everyone. So if you're going to stick up for the Jews, wear that cape for every single thing that he's sticking up for or that he's offended. And if you're not, you're just as bad, bro. You're only riding for the things that are comfortable for you. You're not riding for the thing. And I'll wear that. I'm only riding for the things that are comfortable for me, and I'm riding for the things that I feel like are black. So nepotism is all around the world, and everybody does this. Everybody goes with their creed. Jewish people, Spanish people, Chinese people, everybody's riding for their creed. And that's all that he's saying, is ride for your creed. That's not spreading hate. By you taking his words and trying to defend them or put them against other creeds, this message isn't for other creeds. You know how you say, oh, this is for the house, don't let this leave the house? Who he's talking for is in the house. If other people want to come in the house to learn how to be our allies, then you got to know how to behave. But that's not spreading hate. Trying to twist his message without taking the time to fully listen, and even if you have taken the time to not encourage people to fully listen and learn for themselves and think critically, you're thinking like the masses. Just follow the pattern. This is what they said he is. Let's think like that. Because I really think that the news media, the mainstream media, they take anybody who's saying some real shit and tries to paint them as crazy. If they tell me to hate somebody, I look at them as, why are they telling me to hate you? Is it because you're saying some truth? And that's some honest shit.
All right. Well, it looks like everyone in the chat hates this fucking past 40 minutes. BGS said I'm Sammy Davis Jr.'s best friend. Well, if I'm Sammy Davis Jr.'s best friend, because I don't like the Farrakhan.
We got a lot of new.
We got a bunch of new subscribers too. Yeah. I mean, there's no excuse for homophobia. We don't have to get into that. But yeah, we don't have to talk about Farrakhan anymore. There's fucking 11 people watching. Anyway, well, now that Sean and I, we actually had the same discussion a while back. And we literally argued until the sun. I'm not exaggerating. We argued from 9 p.m. until 9 a.m. the following morning. I wish this is not an exaggeration.
All right, Unicorn 909. You're right. We don't know. We're moving on to another topic.
Yeah,
because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, see, I mean, but this is the thing too. Is that this is all I'm gonna say on it from now until the end of time. Well, that's not true. I know that's not fucking true. Is that we're ultimately. The three people were me, him, and Farrakhan. Me, Sean, Farrakhan. We're all on the same side. Ultimately, we are trying to zero in on what is the real issue. I don't even think there's a real. I think the problems we're getting at is the problem of whiteness in America, the way people wield it, and the problem of capitalism in America, which has been designed against people of color, against black people in this country. We've seen it with gerrymandering. It gets complicated, but yes, capitalism connects to it. We've seen it with redlining. Sean knows. I'm sure you know about redlining. Mm-hmm. We've seen what happens when people wield capitalism and their whiteness against us. So it seems like, to me, it seems like that's the core issue. And I know you agree with me, Sean. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, good. Trying to make sure we're still gonna have a show next week. All right. So basically, we'll be back. Actually, no, wait a minute. Oh shit, are we gonna be back this? So basically,
we'll be back next week.
Because here's the thing, it may not be this Saturday because I think I have plans. Basically, we are going to be back. We're gonna be back sometime in the near future. If not next Saturday, we'll let y'all know. We'll be back maybe like next Wednesday. We'll be back. Point is, we'll be back.
Please follow us both
hit
on
that
social
follow
media.
Button.
Jonathan K. Hollis, Jona.
That's right. Follow me on social media. I'm Jonathan K. Hollis on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm Jonathan Hollis. I am probably the easiest person to find. I don't go by Dragon Dick 39. I just go by my name on everything. Follow Sean at ShawningNat Comedy. You saw him right here. He's commenting right here. Sean does cartoons. If you need to get a cartoon done, He's your man. He's done cartoons for me. If you're a comedian, he'll do cartoon of you doing stand up. If you're he has a funky dick. What do you know, man? You never know. He might have he'll do a cartoon about his funky dick. Or your fun. Do you have a funky dick? He'll do a cartoon. Talk to him. Message him on I think it's just Instagram. He goes by Shawnee Mac. Message him on there. Y'all, he rode on the train, so his dick stank. Hey, plenty of Americans' dick stink. Hey, maybe Mayor Ethan Berkowitz's dick stinks too. It's been in a lot of places. You never know, man. If he's not showering every time he has sex, then maybe that's a problem. He does have a lot of sex. He does have a bathroom to take a shower in. We saw the tiles in that photo, didn't we, Sean?
Yes.
We saw a lot of Mayor. I think we saw more of. I think we saw so much of Mayor Ethan Berkowitz. It scarred us, and we wound up debating about Farrakhan because we were so distraught. We were projecting the trauma onto some other shit. Basically, follow Sean. Sean puts that cash out right here. Whoever you are, we appreciate it, no matter who you are. Tight sheets to his condensation. Yo, maybe that's why he took that picture. He was trying to show everyone the condensation was gonna get relieved from the dick stank. Dick stank aside, I'm Jonathan Hollis. This is Sean.
This podcast is brought to you by Dick Stank.
Yeah, no, this podcast is not brought to you by Dick Stank. It's brought to you by Four Freedoms. This is Four Freedoms. It's $7 at Ralph's. London Dry Gin. It says it's made with imported botanicals. No, it's not. This is definitely made in like Kansas City and then sent here on a flatbed. There's no way this liquor is seen England or London or honestly anywhere else in the British Empire aside from the Americas. But you know, maybe they're lying. Maybe they're not. Maybe we're lying. Maybe the world is a lie. Figure out if it is a lie next time on protestparty.tv. This is Politics as Usual. Thank you so much. Signing out.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't see anything happening here.